Hey, peace and love, peace and love. This is your brother Garfield, and we're gonna have a beautiful dialogue today. And let me get a couple of people in here, and let me get my sister Naphtali in here. And she said, Garfield, I'm ready, baby, I'm ready. Talk about it. All right. So and by the way, too, if anyone wants to jump on to help the sister or to help, well, I don't need no help or she wants to invite people on, that's up to her. Um, let me see this right here. All right. So let me do this. Let me do this. All right. I'll be on my best behavior and we're going to have some fun. All right. All right. Oh, man. You know what? I forgot all about this pulse right here, yo. You know what? Keep this right here. All right. All right. Peace, peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Be on your best behavior. I'm on my best behavior, representing the new Black Panther Party today. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. And ah, today's Saturday. I took some time out because I did promise a sister that I would. But if you haven't got this book yet, The Failure of Biblical Prophecy, this is the book that I get. I use Chris Sandoval's information, and this is, yo, it destroys all these guys, yo, all of them. All right. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stuff yesterday. It was a pretty good conversation, brother Daniela, man. We need to focus on health. One of the things me and Kyle talk about is health, but he also talks about networking and building mindsets for training so you could better yourself off. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Harris, peace and love, man. Anybody who wants to jump on? I mean, once the sister starts, it's really about me and her. But I mean, I know everybody gonna get, you know, yeah. Hold on a second. All right. Let me just add something right here real quick that I actually forgot. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually gonna be showing some slides because I wanna give everybody the opportunity to look at the methodology, look at what we're saying, and come up with their own conclusions. You know. Nah, I don't need that. I don't need that. I got this right here. All right, you go right there. All right, this might be the sister coming in. Peace and love to the sister. All right, let me take this off the screen. All right, let me get the sister on. All right, sister, peace and love, man. Showdown before. Oh my God, she's showing her face today. It's a wrap. She gonna kill me today. Peace and love. How's your husband doing?
He's great. He's doing good. Shalom to you.
All right, is he right there beside you as usual,
As
coaching you?
always,
That's right. You
coaching.
gotta coach her, man. He got a debate, man. Come on, bro. You know you the one with the info. You trying to push her forward like it.
Wow. The disrespect already. Yeah, I love it.
Oh
It's so
man.
great being a woman, it's so
No, but he
amazing.
always coaching you though. He always say this, say this. But he does though. I'm not lying. Am I lying?
He can't help himself. He just wants to help me.
He
I
can't
don't
help
need any
himself.
help.
You don't need any help. Oh, I like
I
that.
don't need any help,
All
but he
right.
wants to help.
All right. So listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a clock. The first thing I want to talk about, so you could get it together, is this Shem, Shum, Sumerian name. Let's clear that up because you've been saying some stuff that I actually don't like what you've been saying in public regarding the conversation we had when Brother Josh came on, and I need to clear that up for
What did I
everybody.
say?
Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about it right now. But we're gonna clear this up because I need to understand really what is the argument. Are you saying that the word Shem comes from the Sumerian word Shum or Shumer, which is Sumer? Am I correct? Am I saying that correct?
I'm sorry. Please say it again.
Oh man. All right. Too many
I had a
distractions.
really late night last night. This
All
probably
right.
is not
All
going
right.
to be good today because I was up to like people who know on my live. I was up to really late, like 6 hours on that live. I had to kick them off. I literally had to kick them off. But okay,
All
I'm
right.
here. I showed up. That's something I should get points for that because I'm
All right.
here.
And by the way, anybody in the chat who tries to disrespect this sister at all, I don't care who you are, I'm gonna kick you off. I'm gonna
All
block
that
you from my
weave.
channel.
All right. Well,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
block you off my channel.
Yeah.
Come on, Chris. That ain't called for, man. Come on. Leave that alone. All right. I don't want listen. I don't want nobody. And by the way, too, if we're not Israelites, how are we telling how an Israelite is supposed to act? Come on, man. Leave her, let her be. Let her God judge her. We ain't gonna judge her. All right. But
Well, Garfield,
we
I
go.
just want to say this. It's not my fault that the Supreme Court does not allow me to wear my hair. I work in corporate America, so I have to assimilate. So leave me alone. Have some sympathy for your
All
sister,
right.
your
All
so-called
right.
sister.
All right. Cool. All right. So I want to make sure I have this
Just
conversation because
joking.
I had a conversation with Josh about it. I had a conversation with Chuck Morgan about it. I had a conversation with a couple of people that deals with the Sumeriology. All right. So I want to understand the conversation because I heard the conversation before from another brother in the Israelite community, and he was shot down.
What
But
was
he
his
didn't
name?
say. No,
Who
I'm
was the
not saying
brother?
he ain't getting no shine on my channel, so I'm not gonna say his name. He
Oh,
ain't.
I just want to know so I can hear what I just would like to, see what happened. You said he was. I just
Nah,
want to
he
know what
was no. He didn't come with the angle you came with. But Ricardo Robinson, what happened to freedom of speech? Not on my channel. Not on my channel. You're not gonna disrespect whether whether she's an Israelite or not. You're just not gonna disrespect a black woman on my channel. It's
Oh
just
my
not gonna
God,
happen.
thank you.
It's just
Oh my
not gonna
God,
happen.
so much.
Period.
Thank you.
Period. All right. Now I need to understand the conversation because based on what I heard, I went back and listened to the video. You said that Shem means name and Schumer or Shum, which Schumer comes from, means name. Then you pulled out a source because I got everything in my slides. I got some slides today that I put together. So what I want to ask you is because I heard you and Lex Vortex last night. Oh man,
Oh,
why
you
why
watched
why
that.
why did I even call his name? He's a guy that gets no shine on my channel.
But you didn't
But
call out the Hebrew though. What's his
nah,
name?
which he no, I didn't. I just heard piece of when he was on and then when he left. All right.
He was
So
he
let's
he
get to
was
the bottom.
horrible.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. There was a claim that you made, and I want to make sure I have it right. The Hebrew word Shem that we say in English is Shem means name. Am I correct?
Shum means name. Shim means name.
Shum means name, and Shem. What about Shem? Does Shem means name? The biblical Shem, does that mean name also?
Yes.
All right. So Shum is the same Shum out of Schumer. Am I right? When we say Schumer or Sumer, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's all right. So can you break it down for me, please? So the audience, I want to give you 2 minutes where you could talk without me interrupting or anything. I'm gonna put the clock on, and you could start whenever you're ready.
Oh man, we're serious today. Okay. Whew. Okay. I really wish I wasn't up late last night. I do. All right, let's bring it out. So I don't need to share my screen. All right, so here we go. We have um, my notes, and it's not hard not to be disrespectful.
We got 400 people watching, so
Oh
you got
God.
you better wake up. And by the way, if you have anyone who you want to bring on to help you out, not help you out, but you want to bring on, if a certain topic comes on, you're free to do that. Just to let you know, you're free to do that today.
Wow, people are okay. So this is serious. Okay, I thought we was just going to be talking, but all right. Let me get myself together.
All right,
All
no
right,
problem.
okay, all right. So it was hypothesized that the Sumerians were the ancestors of the Hebrews. The descendants of Shem had established the Middle East. The children of Shem were Elam, Asher, and Arphaxad, Lub, Lud, and Aram, according to Genesis 10:22, which is ironically the names of the civilizations that are located in the Mesopotamia. So, according to Arnold Peebles, he had hypothesized that Shem is identical to the Sumer or Sumer. So this was hypothesized with Arnold Peebles originally. This was not hypothesized by Samuel Noah Kramer. He just followed up behind what Arnold Peebles had published. Okay, so um, Arnold Peebles published in the American Journal of Semitic Languages, which is in
You got 30 seconds left.
1941.
Yeah, huh? You got 30 seconds left. Go ahead.
Oh, he published in 19, okay, whatever. So the equation of Shem and Schumer. Oh gosh, you're moving so fast. Okay, so as for okay, so I only got 2 minutes, so that's not enough time.
Go ahead. I'll give you an extra minute. I'll give you an extra minute. Go ahead, sis. I'll give you an extra minute.
I,
I'll give you an extra minute. Finish up. Go
I'm
ahead.
just not really prepared. Okay. So, the Hebrew vowel E is often equivalent to the cuneiform vowel U, as is the case with the Hebrew word name for Shem, which is the Akkadian word Shum. Thus, Sumerian Shumer becomes Hebrew Shemer. The letter R at the end of Shumer is an amicable consonant which is not pronounced. So, this is what Arnold Peebles was struck by the words and the similarities. So, based off the book with Samuel Noah Kramer, they said the Sumerian final consonants were immiscible and were not pronounced in speech unless followed by a grammatical practice beginning with or consisting of a vowel pronounced. So, for example, the word ashag, which has a G at the end, was pronounced asha without the final G. So, what they're saying is that the equation of Shem and Schumer presented two difficulties because the E and the U. So they said following the Akkadian and the immiscibility with the Akkadian, they say what you take off the last two letters, which is ER, which would be Shumu, which is name, and the Hebrew Shem. As for second difficulty, the omission of the final ER or Shumer in its Hebrew counterpart, Shem, this can now be explained by applying the Sumerian law of immiscibility of the final consonant.
Can I ask you a question while your
Yes.
time is still going? I'm gonna let you rock out. Can you show me in a Sumerian dictionary the word for name? In a
Shumu,
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 shumu, right?
Shumu.
Shumu means name. Okay, all right,
That's according to Arnold Peebles.
all
That's
right.
where I got this from. It's
Okay,
located in the
I have a problem.
okay, go ahead.
I'm
What's
gonna
your
tell you
issue?
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is.
Yeah, let's do it.
But I want you to finish up first.
No, I
You
want you to
almost at
go ahead. I just want
you're
you
at
to go
four.
ahead and tell me what the
You're
problem is.
The problem is on the video,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That you made, you never mentioned the Poble's guy name on the video. You never mention it. What you did say, don't interrupt. I don't want you to interrupt when I'm speaking because I want everybody to hear clearly what's going on. When you made this presentation first, you said it was Samuel Kramer's work. You never mentioned Poble's work. And what happened is everybody's inboxing me saying, I don't think this young lady has Samuel Kramer's book. I'm not going to put you on the spot and said, show me the book or show me the PDF, whatever. I don't care.
I have it.
All right, that's fine. What I want to find out is What I have a problem with is you mentioned something that gave Samuel Kramer credit for, because Samuel Kramer does not agree with Pobel at all, and it's in his book. But hold on, let me finish. Don't interrupt. I know you want to interrupt. That's why I gave you your 4 minutes. All
No,
right.
no, I don't want to
All
interrupt. Go
right.
ahead.
All right. So
No,
because
I'm just getting.
I
I'm
want to
getting in the
talk for the
mood. I'm getting
I
in the
want to
mood.
talk
That's all.
right. I want to talk for the same 4 minutes you talk for. All right. So listen to this, family. When you look at the video, when the sister spoke, the sister said Samuel Kramer. That's why Dr. Josh Bowen was hesitant, because he's a doctor and he knows how much Samuel Kramer means to Sumerology. So he never agreed with you, but he was hesitant to say yay or nay. When I listened to it, he was very cautious, extremely cautious. And what happened is you said it was from Samuel Kramer. That's what came out of your mouth, which was not true. It was from Pobel, who was his teacher, and he disagreed totally with his teacher. And I'm going to show on the screen that he did. So what I'm going to I asked you a while ago for a Sumerian word for name, and the Sumerian word for name, you don't know the Sumerian word for name, because the Sumerian word for name is not what you just said. And I'm going to prove it on the screen right now. Look at this. This is the Sumerian word for name. And this is some letters, a festival at New Year month name. This is the name, how it's written. But the word for name in Sumeria is mu, as in mu. This comes from Learn to Read Sumerian by the same Dr. Josh Bowen, Electronic Text Corpus of Sumerian Literature, Introduction to Sumerian Grammar, Sumerian Lexicon, or the Electronic Sumerian Dictionary you could have online. Now, look at this now, family. When you look at the Sumerian word for shum, it actually means garlic. That's what it means. So when the guy Pubel, I've never read his work, Pubel is totally wrong, because there's no, the word for name is mu in Sumerian. And we have the proof because I just showed it from the dictionary. Now look at what Samuel Kramer said. This is what somebody texted me this morning. The following link is where the sister got the information from. She was quoting, claiming she got it from Samuel Kramer. I don't know where you got it from. I found nothing supporting the claim from the Sumerian as if it was Kramer's idea, because that's how you portrayed it to the audience, like it was Samuel Kramer. That's why Dr. Josh Bowen was hesitant. He couldn't move because he can't go against Kramer. Kramer is the top dog in Sumeriology. He's the one that brought all the information about Sumer to the world. So he couldn't have said nothing against him. So now this may explain why when asked for the page from the book, she refused or could not, because she didn't have the book. Instead, she was reading from a website. This is what the person said to me. But taken from 297 chapter, The Legacy of Sumer, from the book The Sumerians, Kramer was simply presenting a hypothesis that his teacher, Arnold Pobel, had proposed, right? This is the Reddit article they claim that you may have gotten it from or whatever. But this is the book, The Sumerians, right? Look at what he said about Pobel's suggestion has found no responsive echo among Look at this. Pobel's suggestion has found no responsive echo among Orientalists. What it means is nobody in the field agrees with him. Nobody. But look at what he says, though, when he breaks it down. This is Kramer. Kramer said the equation of Shem and Shuma, however, presented two difficulties, right? Two difficulties. And he breaks down the E and the Hebrew and the Shum and the Shumu and all that stuff. But look at the most important part that he said. If Pobel's hypothesis turns out to be correct and Shem is identified with Sumer, we must assume that the Hebrew authors of the Bible, or at least some of them, consider the Sumerians to have been the original ancestors of the Hebrew people. Look at what he says. Linguistically speaking, they could not have been more mistaken. He's condemning the whole thing right there in the same book that you're quoting from. That's why they think you don't have the book. But let me wrap up. I got like 15 seconds left. Sumerian is an agglutinative tongue unrelated to the inflected Semitic family of the languages of which Hebrews form a part. Meaning, ladies and gentlemen, It has nothing to do with it. For the record, the word Shumu, a term applied to the Sumerians, is an Akkadian word. Akkadian is a Semitic language. This is why you're going to find words in a Semitic language that is similar in Hebrew. So if Shumu is a Akkadian term, you're going to find it. The term that the Sumerian use is Kanger. That's what they call the land. That's what they call it. But I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes to rebut, and then we close out on this. All right? So whenever you're ready to start, let's go. And again, the question is still on the floor. What is the word for name in Sumerian?
Okay, so this was according to the Akkadian. And that was what my argument was about, was the
I don't mean to cut you.
All right, so you're cutting me off.
No, but go ahead. I didn't start the clock. I didn't start the clock. I'm gonna start the clock now. Go ahead.
Because the tone, go ahead. Because the tone and everything, and you're cutting me off, it's unnecessary. And like I said, this was about the word Akkadian, and we know that the Sumerians also spoke in Akkadian. And the thing is as well is that the Sumerian language is too old to even go to, like you said, the Semitic language is the Akkadian. So that's why when it works together. And let me bring that up because, well, I am not prepared. Like, I am not prepared. And this is not going to go well because I wish that I had more time to have my slides together. You should have let me know, Garfield, that we were getting ready to do this. Like, because I don't have my slides together to bring up combat this. You already presented, you have your stuff together. My stuff is not together. It's just not. And but anyway, the word is Shumu. The word Shumu does mean name, and it is Akkadian, and that was my argument. And the thing is that Arnold Peebles did bring up this hypothesis, and Samuel Noah Kramer did put this in his book, and the page number is, what is it, 297. So the thing is that whether, and the argument is not the fact that either he believed it or accepted it. The argument is the fact that there is some validity to the name, being that Sumer or Shum and Shem are pretty much the same thing as far as the Akkadian language, meaning that there is a representation of that within the land, because we see Elam, we see Elam, we see the different, like I said, with the Chaldeans, we see them inside of the landmass, which is within Mesopotamia. If that makes sense.
All right, 2 minutes is up. All right. Okay. All right. The issue that I have is that you went on your live last night and you said, oh, the linguist agrees with me, but you don't realize that what you said was it comes from the Sumerian. I'm going to send you the video and the clips back to your inbox. This is what you said live on my channel. You said the Sumerians, they got it from the Sumerians. That is just totally incorrect. That is just not true.
Okay, well, you know what, Garfield, you have not presented. Don't cut. I'm getting ready to cut this right now because you have not presented me with this information. I have not had time to go over it. I have not time to even. You went over mine. I have mine out there. That's correct.
I'm saying.
I have mine out there.
Sis, you're cutting me off.
I know I'm cutting you off because this is about to end, because I'm not prepared for this, and I'm not going to continue because this was not a part of our. You told me to come on today. I came on today in hopes of just having a simple conversation, and I was prepared for the Dahomey. You said we was going to talk about the Dahomey thing.
We're going to talk about that too.
Yeah, but how are you going to spring up? And people in the chat, if you think it's funny or whatever, how do you spring up on somebody out of the blue to have a conversation about something that they had no idea about? That's not fair.
Hold on a second, sis. Let me say something. Last night you repeated the same misinformation. You said Dr. Josh Bowen agreed with you. He did not agree.
Say he agreed with
Yes,
me.
you did. You said a linguist agreed with you. Dr. Josh Bowen on Garfield's channel.
I said
he said it. You said it to Lex Vortex last night. I heard it with my own ears. That's why I put this together. I said I got to put this to an end.
You know what?
So now, hold on, sis. Hold on. Give me my 2 minutes. I gave you 2 minutes. Can I get my 2 minutes? And if you don't want to continue, you don't want to continue. I'm just saying
We need to clear it up, because my job is, this is why my book is called Misconception and Misinformation. What you did on my channel was misinformation, because you said out of your mouth. Today you're clear. You're obviously clear. You're like, oh, well, the Akkadian matches up with the Hebrew. Fine. No, you didn't say that on my channel before. You didn't say Pobel's name before. You said it was from Samuel Kramer. That's what came out of your mouth.
Okay,
That's
well, you
exactly.
know what?
Let me finish. Let
Apparently,
me finish. Let me
okay, go
finish
ahead and
this. Let me
finish.
finish my
I
2 minutes.
apologize. Go
All
ahead.
right. Let me say this for the record, ladies and gentlemen. As you see on the screen, the term Shumo applied to the Sumerians is an Akkadian word, not what the Sumerians call themselves. So when you hear the word Shumer or Sumer, is as she's trying to say, it's from the Akkadian, it's not from the Sumerian, because she's trying to draw a one-on-one with the Sumerians, because that's because of the Abrahamic storyline. So this is what the problem is. So instead of trying to push him from Sumer now she's going to say, oh, well, it was the Akkadian. Now
I've
watch
always
this.
said it
Hold
was
on,
the
hold on, hold on,
Canadian
hold on,
of
hold on,
Garfield.
hold on. The Hebrew word for shum, the Hebrew word shum, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the Hebrew word shum. This is not an article from Hearts Magazine. This is saying that the word shum means garlic. This is what one of the meanings of the word. It means also nothing. This is in Hebrew I'm talking about now. So if we go shum with shum without not including shem, you're gonna get, this is what you're gonna get. All right. Now let me move on to something else. Samuel Kramer says, and also on page 297, there seems to be no mention of the Sumerians in the entire Bible, a fact which is hardly reconcilable with their purported preeminence and influence. He says that. Let's go back to Samuel Kramer again. If Pobel's hypothesis turns out to be correct and Shem is identical, he comes on and said, I'm going to repeat it, linguistically speaking, they could not have been more mistaken. Because Pobel's argument, sis, is that it's from the Sumerian. He's not saying it's from the Akkadian. He is saying it's from the Sumerian. So again, you're not even representing the hypothesis by Pobel correctly. This is why Kramer disregarded and said nobody supports it. Linguistically speaking, they could not have been more mistaken, because Sumerian is an agglutinative tongue unrelated to the inflected Semitic family of languages of which Hebrew forms a part. So your whole theory you're trying to push is incorrect. All right.
Okay, Garfield, can I
Hold
just
on, let me finish.
about that?
My 2 minutes not finished yet. Hold on, let me
Okay,
finish.
thank you.
You know what? Let me stop. All right. Go ahead.
No, everything's okay. You brought out some really good information, and what I want to do is I would love for you to send that over to me so I can review it, and then I can come back with my response,
All right. Let
because
me do one more thing.
because one
Can I
thing
do
that
one more thing?
I
Can I
just
do
want to
one more
finish.
thing?
Can I just
No,
say
no,
one
no,
more?
no. Hold on. I'm gonna do one more thing, and you could just go back to the videotape, because I'm gonna have to screenshot the slides. Just go to the videotape and watch it, and watch the presentation. All right. But let me just say one more thing. Two more things. The word for the Sumerians, sagigiga, which we thought was mean blackheads. I don't know if people realize the current dictionary says it means humankind. It doesn't mean blackhead ones anymore. That's not used by the scholars anymore. Whether you want to say it's because of racism or whatever, because the word humankind or humanity fits the context of when it's used periodically throughout Sumerian literature. All right. And if you look here, this is an example where it says the mass of humanity, showing it's being read somewhere else. But hold on one second, family. If you look at Samkat Kagadia, blackhead, when it's translated as humanity, again, I'm going to put the slides up so that people could see them for themselves, instead of saying blackhead or black on head or whatever. All right. Okay. Hold on. Let me show one more thing. And that last thing I want to show is the lives of the Sumerian sculptures. This is what the Sumerians said they look like. I'm gonna make it clear to everybody that's watching who says that they are black people. This is what they said they look like, not Garfield. And this see the records at the bottom. You're gonna see all the sources at the bottom. This is the 2600 BC one right here. This is what they said they look like. not Garfield. They say that. This is what the female, this is a female picture. You see it in the Metropolitan Museum. This is what they look like. And one thing you'll notice about Sumerians, they all have something called a unibrow. A unibrow signifies you have the Pax 3 gene. Show me African Americans with the Pax 3 gene. So if Abraham comes from Sumer, ladies and gentlemen, he would have to have the Pax 3 gene. The Pax 3 gene. All their pictures. Look at all their pictures. If you think I'm lying, all their eyebrows are unibrows. Look at this guy on the right. The guy on the left is from Darius's thing in Persia. Look at it. All of them have the Pax 3 gene with the unibrow. This is the descendant. This is what people want to claim Sumer and claim these are their descendants. These are the descendants. See again, look again, the unibrow. See that? The unibrow. Unibrow. All throughout the pictures. Look at this. This is from 3100 BC. This is what they said they look like. This is how they draw themselves. This is them going to war, the Sumerians. So this is who we come from. Look at that. That's who we come from. We, Hebrew Israelites, because we are Israelites according to them. But anyway, I'm ready to talk about Dan and Dahomey when you're ready. All right.
Okay,
So
well,
now
let me just, I just have to respond to what you just displayed here because, thank you for showing me this presentation. Again, I have no idea what this was regarding this discussion. So we thank you so much for presenting this. I ask you humbly to please send this to me, and we can definitely have a conversation solely, independently on these Sumerians. And we can definitely, you can bring Josh, you can bring Chuck, you can bring them all.
I'm not bringing anybody.
That's
because
fine. I'm just
your
saying,
information has to stand on its own. You
that's
haven't presented
fine.
anything to stand on its
I
own
don't
yet.
have a problem with. I'm
All
just
right.
saying you can
So
bring on
are we
anyone who has
talking
an
about
issue.
Dan? Are we talking
Uh,
about Dan and Dahomey?
Garfield, you just had a nice time of talking,
Okay.
and it's my turn now. So I'm letting everybody know that this information I do not agree with. I don't have any slides prepared because I didn't know to have them prepared. So I would definitely come back and I will have some things to rebut the information that Garfield brought out tonight. Thank you so much for presenting that to me. Let's go on with the Dahomey.
All right. Go ahead. The floor is yours. I'll give you 5 minutes. You want 5 minutes or you want 7 minutes?
Okay. Let me get my stuff together because I didn't know Dahomey was next. So just 1 second. Why don't you go ahead and present yours? Why don't you present yours?
What do you want? What do you want to what do you want to present now? If you don't want to
No,
do
I
Dahomey.
just let me get my Dahomey stuff up real quick. Just why don't you go ahead and present yours
Go ahead.
while I
No. Go
present
ahead.
mine?
I'm gonna wait for you to present yours. I'm gonna wait for you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Just 1 second.
I believe ladies before gentlemen. Brother Shem Dupain, I'm gonna give you the link. Have no fear. Garfield will give you the link. Now, if you notice something that the sister said, she says she doesn't agree. Ladies and gentlemen, I presented her information, but I presented it correctly. I presented the exact same information from Kramer. Kramer doesn't agree. The gentleman that she quoted from Pueblas is saying it's from Sumer. He's not saying it's from Akkadian. He's not even saying what she's saying. So she's presenting her own information because Kramer clearly points out that Sumerian is an agglutinative language that is not in line with the Semitic language family. He straightly said that. So everything she said, I corrected. So I don't need Brother Josh because it's coming. What I did was all I basically did was use your information that you presented against you. That's all I did. There was no information. There's no new information here other than these
There is
images
new information, and those
Other than the
images,
Sumerian.
are incorrect. I don't have a problem with the Arnold
Those
people
images are
situation.
incorrect. Now, ladies and
Yes, the
gentlemen,
Arnold Peoples, that's not incorrect. This was Arnold Peoples' hypothesis. I said that when I first came in, so you didn't bring out anything because when I came in, you asked me, you said something about students. This argument had absolutely nothing to do with Sumerian writings. It was about Akkadian. The Akkadian word shumu means name. That's what I brought out. I said that this was about Arnold's Peebles. I said that. So I don't know what you brought out that I said that I didn't agree with, because when I came in, I told you all of this and you said, yeah, okay, yeah. Shumu means name. Yes, okay. The Akkadian word. I was talking about the Akkadian versus the Hebrew. I said that and I was very clear. So what did you bring out that I didn't say that I said? I
All
said
right.
all those things,
Sis,
Garfield. I'm not disagreeing.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes,
Did Publius or Plobly, did he say it's Sumerian? He never said it was an Akkadian connection, sis.
he did. That's what my source
No,
says, and I
all right,
have the I have the
show me the
source.
source. I
I
have the
have the
source in front of me
source.
that you posted. He doesn't say that. That's why Kramer
You have my
this
source. I never
yes,
shared my source on
yes, you
any
did. Yes,
screen.
you did. Yes, you did on the
Okay,
first
well,
show.
can you please show it to me, please?
Before,
Display
hold
it.
on. Look at this. Look at this. Interestingly enough, a solution to this rather puzzling enigma was suggested over a quarter of a century ago by my teacher and colleague, Arno Poibel, in the form of a brief comment in an article published in the American Journal of Semitic Languages. Poibel's suggestion has found no responsive echo among Orientalists, and it seems to have been relegated to scholarly oblivion.
My computer.
It is my conviction,
it.
however, that it will stand the test of time
I don't
and
know.
in due
Let-
course, watch his family, and in due course
I
be
can't
recognized as a significant contribution to
doubling it.
Hebrew Sumerian interconnections. He's not talking about Akkadian. This is your source. He's talking about a Hebrew Sumerian connection, and that is false and
The
wrong.
Akkadian word shum.
No,
That's
sis.
what the
He said it's
argument
a
is.
Sumerian. No,
No,
you made that up.
no. I did
Hold on, hold
not.
on, hold on. Show me that right now. Show me that right now. I'm gonna wait for that. Show me that right now. I'm gonna put the source on the screen so the people could see it themselves. What you did, I'm trying to tell you, sis. You made that up yourselves
Oh
today.
my
You talk about
gosh.
it, Katie. You made it up because he doesn't say that. Look at what it says in the source. Hebrew Sumerian interconnections. He doesn't say anything about Akkadian. Come on, you gotta admit that, sis. Come on, you gotta be honest. You have to be honest. This is why people hate This is why people love Garfield. They hate misinformation because
Garfield, I don't hate you. Everything
I
is
corrected.
okay.
I
Garfield, you can
corrected.
relax. No,
No,
you're
I'm
okay.
relaxed. Sister, you're saying that it's Akkadian and it clearly says Hebrew Sumerian.
Know that the Akkadian word for shum,
No, sis.
okay, it's
He's not
also
talking
found
about
in just
sis,
give me a second.
sis. Show me in what's his name where he says anything about Akkadian. Show me in Kramer's work when he's describing the work, he's talking about Akkadian. He doesn't mention nothing about Akkadian. Nothing, not one word in your source about Akkadian. This is what kills your argument. And you gotta woman up today and say, hey, I was wrong. He's talking about a Hebrew Sumerian connection. That's it.
You know what, Garfield? I will woman up if I'm wrong. I have no problem
So let's go
admitting
then. I'm
if
waiting.
I'm wrong. The problem is that I'm not prepared, and that's not on me.
Okay. All
That's
right. So let's
on
get to that. Let's
you
get
for
to that.
not. And I don't want to make a claim. It's not about making a claim. That's why I said I would gladly come on. We can schedule time next weekend, and we can do this. And if my information is found to be incorrect, once I provide it and you say that it's wrong, then I have to admit defeat.
You already did, sis.
When? Because like I said, I'm not prepared. We weren't supposed to be talking about this today. And I don't want to make a I don't want to make a I don't want to make a cry. I'm not trying to do
If you
that.
look
But
at the
Garfield,
text,
let's just be real. We
if you
can
look at
move
the text,
on.
hold on there. If you look at the text that I sent her, I did tell you that it's all, I mean, hold on a second, no holds barred. Hold on a second.
When did you send that
Hold on a
text?
second.
When
Hold on
did
a second.
you sent that text last weekend?
Right. So what we were supposed to talk about last weekend, we're going to talk about this weekend. So why wouldn't it be the same thing?
Because I didn't know I didn't know if I was just coming on your show just for a topic. And the thing is, it's not about holding an L. If you guys want to give, it's not
Stop
about
reading the
holding an
chat.
L.
Sis,
No.
stop trying to read the chat. This is what I wrote. I said we're going to talk about Good Morning Sunday 9:20 at 9:26. I said we're going to talk about Shem. We're going to talk about the 12 tribes, archaeology, the Canaanites, the book of Daniel, prophecy. And then we also added the Dan thing because that was always there on the table, the Dan thing. So that was already there to be talked about. The Shem.
Well, I'm going
All
to
right.
show
Do
my
you
face
have
on this. Hold on. I'm going to show
do
my
you
face
have
on this
mhm.
because, like I said, um, I'm the one that's making the claim. Yes, I am. I'm going to stand before you right now. I made this claim. I brought it out on Garfield's channel, and I was prepared to defend it. Today, I came on. I was up to 2 o'clock in the morning. I was a trooper. I came on and I thought we was just coming on just to talk and have a little dialogue. He did not. I was prepared last weekend. He told me he was buying furniture. I was ready then. Today, I'm not ready. I'm tired and I'm not prepared for this conversation. I thought we was going to talk about the Dahomey and that's
All
just
right. So
it.
let's
Now, if
get
you
to the
guys
homie
don't
then.
like that, I
Sis, stop
apologize in
reading the chat.
advance.
Stop reading the chat, sis. That's
No.
how we get in the problem.
Yes,
Forget
he
about the
needs to
chat.
run this by me. Exactly. No one, he did not run this by me. He
Okay.
said, sis, you available tomorrow? 2:30. Oh, I said, let's come on. I'll come on. I don't
All
mind
right.
coming on.
Sis.
I had a debate. Hold on, let me say this. I had a debate with Les Vortex last night. I was prepared. I had a presentation.
Okay.
Today, I'm not prepared because
Okay.
all the stuff that I had set up for you is
All right. What do you have set up for me? Do you have Dan and Dahomey? Let's get to Dan and
No, I
Dahomey.
have the Samuel Noah Kramer's page, the book of the page and everything in my phone. I just have to I just need some time. That's it. I just need some time. That's it. Like I said, let's do this. Yes, sis, you're right. Ambushed. I am ambushed. He saw this last night that I brought out to the guy, and now he's ready to go off on me about it. That's okay though. You can do that, but you should have told me that when you texted me last
Oh
night.
man.
You know I'm going to
Oh
come after you for
man.
this today.
Oh man. Oh man.
Get
Oh
yourself
man.
ready. You
Oh
said get
man.
yourself ready, sis, because I'm about to bring you. You should have came
All
on
right,
my live last night. You should have came
sis.
on my live
Can I
last
ask you a
night
question?
with
Can
this
I ask you a
Garfield.
question? Can I ask you a
You should have
question?
came on my
Can you
live
stop?
last
All
night.
right, can
You
you
was
stop
there.
crying? All right,
All of them was. I'm not
sis,
crying. I'm not
Can you stop
crying.
crying? Let's talk about Dan and the homie. You
Wow.
saying that the tribe of
Wow. Let
Dan.
her stop crying.
Go ahead,
Not
sis.
prepared.
Go
Wow.
ahead,
It's not
sis.
about crying. It's
Come
not about crying. Let's
on,
do
man,
this.
sis. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Are you? Let me ask you this. Brother Shem, I'm gonna let you on in a second. All right. What I'm saying to you now, sis, are you prepared to talk about Dan, the homie coming from the tribe of Dan?
Yes, I am prepared for that.
All right, let's
Now,
go.
if
Let's
my
go.
argument does not stand up today about the Dahomey, I have no excuse because I am prepared for Dahomey today. Yes, I
All right,
am.
no
We
problem.
can talk about Shem, all that stuff next weekend.
All right, let's
Especially
go.
those images that you brought out because those images were Hyksos. That's
Okay.
not those people.
Okay,
Those are
sis. All
Hyksos
right.
people. Those are
All right,
Canaanites.
sis. All right.
All right,
You're
there
better.
you
You're
go.
better than the Assyriologists and the Sumerians. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. This is. I don't know where your ego comes from. You don't know anything about history because those are Sumerians who drew themselves. How are you gonna say they're Hyksos? That's
Okay,
crazy.
let me explain something to you.
That's
It's a group of
nuts.
people. Hold on. The Canaanites go on and draw on everyone's walls.
No, no, sis, no.
Yes,
Dan
they
the
do.
homie. Dan the
And they
homie. Let's go.
change
Let's deal
the
with Dan.
language.
No, let's go with
Let's
Dan and the
talk about
homie.
that.
Let's
You
go
said,
with Dan and
how
the
am I going to?
homie. You
They do
can't
that.
prove it.
They're
You can't
Syrians
prove
now.
that.
They're
You made that
everywhere.
up. You're making up
I
more
cannot
stuff.
make that up.
Can
I
you
can
get to
bring that
Dan?
out.
Sis, can you get to
That's
Dan?
something we can bring out too. They do that. They go in
Can
and
you,
they change.
can
They were
you,
the Hyksos. They became the.
sis, can
They
you
changed things.
can you show us Dan and the homie, please? Can you get to that?
And you say
Please.
my ego. It's not about my ego.
Dan,
And don't
can you
do
get to
that.
Dan? Can you get to Dan? Can you get to
Don't do
Dan?
that. Don't say it's
Can you
about my
get to
ego
Dan?
because I disagree. I have the right to
Sis,
disagree,
can
Garfield.
you get to Dan and the homie? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, you on some fly stuff today, and
Oh, I'm
that's
on some
okay.
fly stuff today.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm on
All
some
right,
too though.
sis.
Let's do.
All
it.
right.
Let's bring out the
Let's go.
homie.
All right,
Okay,
hold
so
on. Let
we
me get the
got
clock. Let me get
Eldad.
the clock.
Eldad is the source.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Let's go. All right,
All
let's
right.
go. All right, there you go. All right.
Hold on 1 second. Let me 1 second. There we go. And hold on. There it is. Okay. So, can you share my screen?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't see. I don't see it yet.
You didn't see it?
I don't see a screen being shared.
Oh, well,
Oh,
I'm
I gotta
trying to.
stop mine. I gotta stop mine. Go ahead. You go. My bad.
Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you. Hold on, I guess I don't have the right. Hold on, I gotta pull up. I got more than one thing going on here. Let me. There it is. So I need to pull that, and hopefully I can share that. Okay, I guess I can't. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find the window. All right, can you see my screen?
There you go. I got you.
All right. So we have here Eldad Hadini. It says Eldad, the son of Mahil the Danite, was the 9th century Jewish merchant, traveler, and philologist. Though probably originally from southern Arabia, he professed to be a citizen of an independent Jewish state in East Africa and inhabited by people claiming descent from the lost tribe of Dan, Asher, and Gad, and Naphtali. It says Eldad visited Babylonia, Cairo, and Iberia, where he spread fanciful accounts of the 10 lost tribes and the Hula cult, which he claimed he had brought from his native country. Eldad's Hebrew name, Sefer Eldad, established his reputation as a philologist whom leading medieval Jewish grammarians. Okay, anyway. So it says Eldad's story begins with him leaving the land on the other side of the river Cush. Eldad traveled with a man of the tribe of Asher. A great storm wrecked the boat, but God prepared a box for him and his companion, on which they floated into a shore among a cannibal Ethiopian tribe of Romrom. So right here,
Mhm.
okay. So it says the Asherite. It says here that he ate the Asherite who was fat, while Eldad was put into the pit to be fattened. Soon after, a fire worship tribe assailed with the cannibals. The Eldad was taken as prisoner. He remained into captivity for years. His captors brought him to the province of Azania. When we look at the word Azania, right, it means southeastern tropical Africa. Right there,
Hold on. What's that word?
Azanian. Right there. It says it's a name that has been applied to various parts of southeastern tropical Africa. That's what it says. This wasn't a screenshot. This was that was boom
Say it
right
again.
there. Nope, we keep going. So we see that he's right here, right there in Africa, which was called Azania. So what we have here is account. They have his journal of him going into this is a Danite, letting us know that they did migrate into what is called Africa. And we have it right here with Eldad Haidini, the Danite, which is what that means. So that's my source to bring. Why did I bring that source up? The reason why I brought that source up is because, excuse me, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. The reason why I brought this source up is to provide basis that we have a source that predates anything that anyone has to say about Danites traveling into what is called Azania, or what we call Africa. So we saw that, and I didn't get that source from Don. No, sir. Let's go back and look at the source. That source came from Wikipedia. Okay. And now you can, I mean, come on, guys. You just mad. I know. I know. I can't share my screen. Garfield then left. So I left out. But oh, maybe I can still show. Let me do it again. Let me
Hey,
share my
sis,
screen
can I ask
again.
one quick question? You said that he traveled into Azania. Where's that? Is that in the same article that you just had?
Can you let me pull it back up for you guys to see. It wasn't a screenshot or anything. You can just go right in there in Wikipedia and put in Eldad Hadid.
No.
And you
I'm
already got
saying
it.
what did you
Ooh,
say? What's the word that you used? I didn't hear the
I'm
word.
sorry. Let me my computer is wow, look at that. I've never seen it do that before. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Share my screen. Let me pull up that source again.
Yeah, do that.
Yes,
Because I
sir.
missed that.
You missed it? Okay. Well, let's make sure you see it. Because I want you to see it. All right. Let me get it up here. There it is. So I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm gonna back out. Can you see my screen?
No, you gotta share. You gotta press share.
Okay. Cool. Let me share it.
You're at 5:30, but I'm gonna let you keep going because I'm gonna do the same time. So keep going. I just want you to finish what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Oh, well.
All right, here we
Okay, I
go.
hope it's sharing. I'm telling you, you guys see all this up here on my screen? It's weird. It's like I don't know what's going on. Weird, weird. Anyway, making it kind of hard for me to see. Okay, so here we go. This is El Hadini Wikipedia. All I'm doing is clicking on it. It's not a screenshot. I go into it. It says
Mhm.
right here, El Hadini, which means that he's a Danite. The Danite. Right
Okay.
there, it
Okay.
says his story begins with him leaving the land on the river of Kush. Right there. So his captors brought him to the province of. They can't see it. Can you see it,
No, I
Garfield?
can't. No, I can't see it. I'm just seeing your a different. I'm seeing a different page with like your PDFs, your Word documents.
Oh, okay. My computer is doing some weird stuff. Just having technical difficulties, guys. Let me do it again. I'm telling you, it's like all scrambled. I've never seen it do that before. So,
Most High giving you an out.
no, it ain't about no out because I'm ready for this conversation. We
Ah.
don't do this conversation today. I'm ready. Ain't no excuses today for that. We gonna get it out. Can you see it now? Can you
Hold
see
on.
my black screen? El Hadadini?
No, I can't see a black screen. All I could see is
Me?
uh all I seen is the screen
Okay.
that's showing you.
This
Hold on, let me
That's
pause the
not
time.
the time.
Let
Yes,
me
let's
pause the
just
time.
start
I'm
this
pause the time.
again,
I'm gonna
guys.
pause the
I don't know
time.
why it's doing that. Technical difficulty. You know how it how solve. I work in IT, so you guys know I know. Okay, let me do this again. My screen is shared. All right, I'm going on here. Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Now it actually did
Hold on,
something. I
hold
see
on,
it
hold on.
doing something. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, press on the wiki article now. Go ahead, press on it. Press on
All
it.
right, let's press on it. So I'm going in. Okay, you
All
can
right.
see it. Awesome.
All right.
So right here it says El Dad bin Mahil Hadini.
Mm-hmm.
Right there
Right.
it says inhabitants. So he professed to be of an independent Jewish state. He was descended from the lost tribe of Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, inhabited by people of the lost tribe of Dan, Asher, Gad, Naphtali. Right there. El Dad Hebrew narrative established his reputation as a philologist whom leading medieval Jewish grammarians. Anyway, so Eldad's story begins with him leaving the land on the other side of the river Cush. On the other side of the river Cush, Eldad traveled with a man of the tribe of Asher. A great storm wrecked the boat, but God prepared a box for him and his companion on which they floated until a shore among cannibal Ethiopian tribe called Rumrum. The Asherite who was fat was immediately eaten, while Eldad was put into a pit to be fattened. Soon after, a fire-worshipping tribe assailed the cannibals, and Eldad was taken prisoner. He remained in captivity for 4 years. His captors brought him to the province of right here. That's the word, Garfield.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to click on it. All I did was click on it. I didn't go anywhere. It says it's a name that has been applied to various parts of southeastern tropical Africa. Right there. All I did was click on it. I did not go anywhere. That's what the article has said. So the reason why I bring this up is to showcase that we have some Danites that came into Africa. All right. And this is a source. We have here that says this is 851, circa 900, right there. That he was an independent Jewish state in East Africa. So this is a source that shows that the children of Israel went into the land of Africa. Not only were they in East Africa, but he's also telling us that he was in Southeast Africa. So that
Okay.
shows that they're migrating, right? Not only were they migrating, they also gave us a new word for Xenia, which is a word that they applied to the name of Africa. That's something new that I just actually learned. So, it does sound like Tanzania. So, anyway, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up another tribe. which is
Let's deal with Dan first. We got to deal with Dan and that homie. That's what we're dealing with, right?
not only is it you're gonna deal with that. I'm dealing with that.
Okay. All right.
This is excuse me. I can type. So we have the God people of Ghana. So we have the God people of Ghana. Oh, I'm godly. Okay. Not sharing my screen. I gotta share my screen again. Yes. Okay. Why do I need to stop stopping my screen from being shared because it's so hard to get it to have so many different tabs. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I could see your screen. I don't know what you're sharing. Go ahead. It's up.
It's not up.
It's up, but you just got to put on what you got to put on.
It is. Well, it's on my screen. It's on my screen. It's right here, and it says stop sharing or hide. Okay. Let me do it again. I don't know what's going on with this today. Okay. Share screen. It's not rocket science. There we go. All right. So you see the good dag be people. Good dag me. Okay. The dag me people. It's still not sharing? Hmm. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not sharing. I have it right up on my screen. I really don't know why it's not doing it. Hmm. I don't know. I may have to restart my computer.
All right. If you want to do that, I mean, you could do that and come back. You know, it's up to you.
That
The Most High, man. The Most High.
was more like the devil.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm letting her rock. I'm letting her rock out. You know, we had 10 minutes. I'm gonna stop the clock. Give her time if she want to go and come back. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Uh, 10 minutes. Not my fault that the stuff won't share.
There you go. You're sharing now.
All right. Can you see it now?
I don't know what you're showing. What are you trying to show now?
So Wikipedia. That was all weird.
I stopped the clock, so don't worry about it. I'm not
I
even
know.
gonna cheat no more
I'm
time.
not. I don't know why it.
In the meantime, I do want to say the sister pointed out some good arguments. You know, Eldad the Danite, for those who don't know. I mean, everybody knows how I feel about him already. He's actually in. A matter of fact, I just need to pull out my book to deal with
Oh,
Eldad the Danite. I don't even need to do nothing. I just need to pull out my book. That's all I got to do with Eldad the Danite. But with Eldad the Danite, for those who've been listening to the channel for a while, y'all know that I blame his history with the Prester John to do with a lot to do with us being enslaved as West Africans because of the Portuguese curiosity, because of the story of Eldad the Danite, which led to the story by the Christians. They try to outdo Eldad the Danite's story because they was mad that there was this Jewish story going around. So they wanted a Christian story going around. So they made up the whole Prester John story where people are going around saying Prester John is real or Prester John was fake. So they wrote a story and combined both of them, Prester John and Eldad the Danite. So by the 12th century, that was circulated all through the Christian and the Jewish world. So once it's being circulated now, the Portuguese heard about it because they're a part of the Christian family. So they're going now across to West Africa trying to get to Ethiopia. And guess what? That's when the Moorish guy, Adahu the Moor, said, if you guys release me, I'll send you some slaves. And that's when he sent the 20 slaves, and they took them back to Portugal, used them as slaves, and like, oh, we could use these guys. And that's what started the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? But Prester John, y'all know how I feel about this whole thing. But anyway, I see you sharing, sis. I don't know what you're trying to share.
I'm trying to, it's frozen. It's really not me. I don't know what the problem is. I'm really trying, guys. Like, really am trying. Not even letting me click on the button. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave out and I'm gonna come back.
All right, no problem. I'll wait for you to come back before I say a word. All right. Yeah, I'll wait for her to come back. Out of respect for the sister, I'll wait for her to come back and come back and I'm gonna just talk about this whole her argument is that the Dahomey people, which is stemmed from the Akfa and the Fan, that those people, the name Dahomey comes from the tribe of Dan. That's her argument. Let me say it again. Her argument, thank you, Chaz. Her argument is the tribe of Dan is where the tribe of Dahomey got their name from. This is very important. That's what she's trying to do. Then she's trying to get into Gadagni and all that stuff. All right. Let me wait for her to come back. She's gonna reset her computer. Let me put the link in the chat for homeboy. Let me do this real quick. Shout out to Zara, because I needed that YouTube that you just inboxed me, Mika. I gotta play that video. That's gonna be one of my commercials on Friday night. I'm gonna play that commercial, man. Is there a river in Africa called Kush? No, I don't. Not that I know of. Mm-mm. Not that I know of. So the link is there, Mr. Peter, if you want to jump on for 2 minutes. All right. Got 93. I got Faithful coming on. What's up, guys?
Good afternoon.
93. You on that program, OBS. Yeah, man. Anybody could come on now, but I don't know if the sister is gonna stay on, man. Damn, it's sad. It's a sad day.
Was there a misunderstanding? Was it a scheduling or you know?
I don't know. She says she's tired, man. But
I'm tired too, but I mean, was it? Did she know what was supposed to happen? Because I see she and you debating about Sumerians and unibrows, and you know.
Yeah,
I just wanted to clear that up because she's still going around telling people that people agreed with her. Dr. Josh Bourne agreed with her, which he did, and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. I got my
Uh-oh,
brother.
somebody said, hasn't this
I got
man been
brother
destroyed best?
around telling people that people agreed with her. Dr. Josh Bourne agreed with her, which he brother did. Shem, turn that off.
Hey Shem, you gotta turn that off, man.
Turn it off. I catchy Lencho. If
Y'all niggas
whatever you
wild in
say,
the
bro,
chat.
just be respectful in the chat. Be respectful. I don't care what
Kitchy
your
Lynch, I
opinion.
don't remember nobody getting destroyed though, but you can click the link.
I'm here.
Brother Shem, what's up? What's on your mind?
Oh, peace and blessings, brother. Yeah, no. Like I said, I just came here to claim that the Torah is true, brother.
Wait, Shem, before you do that, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, I know you faithful. Don't worry about me, bro. I'm talking to Garfield. I coming for you, bro.
Garfield, can I talk to this gentleman?
Yes,
nah,
you
dead
can.
in the you dead in the wind, bar. You ash, bar. I'm here for Garfield. Go back to your own channel, bar.
Nah, but you can't do that, bro. You're not running my channel. But
you
anyway,
can't run
brother
either.
Shem, what is your issue? What is your issue?
So yeah, I come prove to you that Torah is true, bro. 100%.
Wait, before you do that, can you prove that you're an Israelite?
Fuck, this nigga fucking plays up all the time, man. Get him off.
Man.
Hey, hold up, fam. Who you talking to like that?
Nah,
This dude crazy,
A
man.
goofy, lame dude from London, bro.
The show been going on fine for with everybody being orderly. Now you want to come on here. You claim you're an Israelite. You obviously not with that type of behavior. You could never be an Israelite.
Faithful
You
be
could
having them
never be an
scared.
Israelite. Oh, they scared of faithful, man. What
Faithful
you
be
did, bro?
having them dudes
What you did,
shaking,
bro?
bro.
Oh man,
That's funny.
oh man, I tell you, these people, they out of this world, man. And you wait for the sister to come back. You want to talk to Garfield only, exclusives. I want that guy. Yeah, man.
Any Hebrews want to click the link and have a
Yeah,
discussion real
please
quick?
come up in here, please.
Because there was arrangements for the people that you're seeing on your screen right now to be here. There was an arrangement for us to be here at a certain time. So if she's not gonna come and have a discussion, somebody else can.
Hey, Garfield, let him back in, man. Let's give him a chance, man.
Let
him back in, man.
Nah, you one and done, man. You can't come on here and
Nah, bro, he gonna start cussing because he in the chat talking about some why you let Faithful talk to me. Bro, do you know Faithful's supposed to have been on this channel today? Did you know that? Would you have clicked the link if you seen that?
So that's a doggone lie. That what that person just said, whatever Iche Lencho, whatever that foolish name is. We have a video debunking that individual thoroughly because they are absolutely pseudo when it comes to their understanding of DNA. But anyway,
yeah.
But that's besides the point. I
Brother
would like
Shem,
to talk
Brother
to
Shem. What's up, Brother Shem?
Hey, peace and blessings again, brother. Sorry about that, Faith. Yeah, you go ask your questions, bro.
You want to ask Garfield questions, but you got to go through Faithful.
No, I'm going to answer Faithful's question now, brother. No, you wanted to ask a question.
Go ahead. What he asks you? Can you prove you're an Israelite?
Yep,
Deuteronomy
28 proves that I'm an Israelite. I've answered this question. Can we get back to our build?
Wait a minute. So if Deuteronomy 28 proves you're an Israelite, can we go over that so we can see if this
I actually
is
didn't
true?
come here to build with you, Faithful. That's the issue. Like I come to put the sword to Garfield, bro.
I'm curious too. I'm curious too. You know what I'm saying? Naphtali's back. Naphtali, let me see.
Oh, Naphtali. Naphtali, I want to ask you the same question that I asked Shem. What is your evidence of being an Israelite?
Hold on. Before you answer a question, let me check if you could share Naphtali. Your mic's muted, sis.
Shalom, everybody. Oh, shalom, brother Faithful. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. Shalom, Faithful. How are you doing? How are you doing today on this lovely Shabbat? On this lovely
I'm doing
Saturday?
fine. Naphtali, what is your evidence of being an Israelite?
Okay. All right. Just 1 second. What's my evidence of being an Israelite?
Your biblical evidence, yes.
What are you? What is your background?
I'm a Christian apologist that debunks Hebrew Israelites.
That debunks Hebrew Israelites. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, what is your evidence to support that Christ is even real?
So we're not talking about if Christ is real. My question is, what is your
No,
evidence of being an Israelite?
you asked me a question just as
And you
as
didn't actually directly
simple
answer
as
my
I
question.
can. I don't have to. I don't have to.
Actually, you do. Do you make a positive assertion that you're an Israelite?
Okay, well, this person here, you know, if like I said,
I mean, why are you avoiding that question?
Garfield called you, and
When?
I told Garfield he called you while I was sitting there, and we can do a real debate right
We're
here
doing
on
a real
Garfield's
debate right now.
channel.
What is your evidence of
No,
being
it's
an Israelite?
not. How do you?
That is the
Okay,
dumbest question I
All
have
right.
ever heard in my life. What is your evidence when the Bible only points to black people?
Oh, it
You a
does.
joke.
So why don't
If
you
you're a white
demonstrate your evidence?
Hold up, bro.
First of all, I don't have a problem with you coming on, Yaven. But you ain't got no respect. You ain't got no manners. You see, this is what I don't understand. How do these people claim that they're Israelites and they're supposed to be an example?
That's how they behave.
what did Gavin do to get kicked off?
I didn't kick.
The brother.
No,
I mean,
because
this
he came
faithful
in. He
person is
just
just as rude.
no. He's not. He's not being rude today. He
This
just
man
jumped on.
treated me. This man treated
Hey,
me so bad.
Naftali. This ain't got nothing to do with the past. We talking about today, though. He ain't.
Oh,
He
okay.
can't. He can't
Wow. The way
violate you
I
here.
feel.
He can't violate you here.
Let
Ain't
Gavin
nobody
back
could
on,
violate
please.
Naphtali here. Ain't nobody. Let me just say this straight to you now. Ain't nobody could violate you here. I ain't worried about the past. That's on his channel. But we go. If you want to debate him in the next 15 minutes, that's fine with me. I just want to finish the homie stuff, and then you and him could get it in. Because I'd love to be a referee with Haven. If you say you're a Hebrew Israelite, bro, you come in with your energy, peace and love. How you doing? This is
Shalom,
Haven.
Garfield. Shalom.
I don't even want to give you back no shalom. I want it back right now. Come on, man. We better than that, yo. Black folks, we got to do better, man. We not enemies, yo. We just disagree.
He just because look, the thing is that Faithful's not black, and then the thing
How do you know
is,
what I am?
oh, because someone told me, and
Oh, someone told you.
So that's
yeah.
evidence. So that's
Okay,
evidence.
well, somebody, I don't know if he wants me to use his name.
Well, don't
Show
have
your
to use
face then.
nobody's name.
If you show your face, you can prove me wrong
So
right now.
showing a person's face demonstrates their
If they're
lineage
black or
across
white.
millennia. Because how do you definitionally?
How
You're interrupting me. You're talking about root and you're
Hold on,
interrupting me.
faithful. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
And we got to take turns talking, people.
Hold on 1 second. Everybody stop. Because it was good when nobody was on. When it was me and Naphtali, everything was perfect. So let's be orderly here. Naphtali, are you ready to share your screen and show that the tribe of Dan is where Dahomey got their name from? That's all you got to debate on right now. That if you want, I'll let Haven come in and moderate, or somebody come, or I'll moderate and do 5 minutes with you and because I think, you know what, Faithful, I think Naphtali would beat you up, bro. You my dude, but I think Naphtali would beat you up. No, I hope you're not a fan. I'm serious. I'm serious. I think Naphtali would take him. I'm not even joking. I'm serious.
He is not a leg to stand on.
Naphtali, I'm telling you, I would bet this boy right now 100. Hold on, let me see how much money I got in my cash app. I'm gonna put some money up today. Y'all want? I'm gonna put some money up. Hold up. Let me see how much money I may have in my cash app.
Damn, these men out here challenging a woman out here and want to bet on it.
Shem, chill out.
The men on this panel ready to put that sword to you, bar.
So how come you didn't want to put your sword to me?
Hold on, Faithful. Hold on. Let her do what she got to do. Can you just do the Dahomey stuff and and I'll just move on. And Shem, what do you want to say, Shem? Shem, what do you want to ask me?
Okay, so what happened is when I restarted my computer, all my tabs had removed. So let me just type my stuff in because I had all my tabs up there so I can just have it already ready, but my tabs are gone since I had to restart my computer. I hate having excuses. I don't want none. You don't have to give me no points for it. It's just the way it is. It's just my tabs is gone. So just give me a second to report, type the stuff in.
All right.
My bad, you know.
All right, so let me do this then.
You guys have bad. It's not my, hey, my bad, guys. Just having a bad day today.
No problem. We're having a bad day.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. Let me
I'm just trying to type it
Shem.
in. Just let me type the stuff in.
All right. Let me just answer Brother Shem's question real quickly. Come on, Brother Shem. Peace and love.
All my stuff is gone. It's not my fault. Shit.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We do it another time. Garfield ain't going nowhere, man. We're gonna be live for a couple hours anyway. All right. Shem, what do you want to ask me? Let's go.
Sorry, I gotta just get out of the wind.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
All right. So I'm not here to ask you anything, bro. I'm here to tell you Torah is the truth, bro.
Torah is the truth of what?
It's the truth. So everything written in the Torah is true. Do you believe that?
Okay, no problem. If you believe that, hey, you believe that. What am I to do?
Oh, okay. No. So do you believe it?
I'm asking you. I'm saying to you is, seeing that you believe that, you have no argument from me. I don't debate beliefs.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez. I thought that's what we're doing. I thought you were trying to put down
Why would I want to debate your belief, bro? That's a waste of time.
Wait, Garfield, real quick. So Shem, I believe in the Bible. Why don't you and I have a discussion on your claim of being an Israelite according to the Bible?
Sure. Why not? Let's kick this off.
Okay.
I'm here now.
So what is your evidence
Hold on, faithful. Nah, but let me see what Naphtali want to do, because if Naphtali want to do five minutes with you, I got to give her first dib, and it's me and her show today anyway. So, and ladies first. Naphtali, what you want to do? Tell me what you want to do, sis.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was really into my stuff. What's going on right now?
Do you want to do 5 minutes with Faithful, and we just put off whatever we doing until later or tomorrow, whenever you're ready?
Okay, so I'm glad he's right here, because this man here, yeah, like I said, I need to know what is this the topic at hand is going to be about.
Proving you're an Israelite.
That's easy. She gonna beat you up, bro. I don't know why. Faithful, you gonna let me lose money today, bro. Come on, man. Don't let me lose.
And proving you're an Israelite from the Bible, Naphtali. So this way we don't have to go through the finer details of having to jump through hoops to have to substantiate things with external sources, which I don't mind doing because I've done it.
Okay, so it seems like the burden of proof is on me.
Yeah.
So
Right, exactly.
What does he have to do here? I'm just the one what does he do? Just sit back and just say,
no, sis. You come up with a topic, a question for him. He has one for you. You have one for him. That's how it works.
I don't even know what he is.
He's a Christian. You could beat him up. Come on.
That's not good enough to know that he's a Christian. Chris, to be, we have
Natalie, you don't believe that. I'm sorry, you don't believe that Jesus exists, correct?
I do believe Jesus. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't. There's no problem with what he believes. Because I to be Christian is to follow Christ, and I follow Christ. So
but you were asking earlier, what is my evidence that Jesus even exists? Like why would you ask that if you believe in Jesus?
Because I just asked you a stupid question. Because you asked me a stupid question. It just sounds.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on a second. Wait. How is it a stupid question for me to ask you what you're asserting? You're asserting you're an Israelite, and I'm simply asking you, what is your evidence? What is your proof of being an Israelite? You specifically. And if we're going to start with anything, and if you're a believer in the Bible, then let's start with the Bible.
I need to know that you're black, and then after that, we can move forward.
Right. Hold on.
I need to know who
wait, hold up.
I need to know who I'm talking to. You see me, you know what I am.
I am Latino. Listen to me. I am Latino. Ma'am.
Oh, what a joke.
Hold on a second.
It's not that hard. It's not that
hard. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard when you're interrupting me, like after every 3 words. So I am ma'am. I am Latino.
I'm gonna ma'am again.
No, I need you to listen. The whole idea of you're not even letting me speak. Can you at least let me?
He's a mulatto. He's a mulatto, sis.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, so let's say theoretically, according to the definition of mulatto, I am a mulatto.
Your daddy's a white man. Your daddy's a white man.
My daddy is not a white man, actually. None of the males on my father's side are quote unquote white men. They're all men of color. Number one. Number two.
So since we can do that.
Who calls their men? They put men on the side.
Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. Kick everybody off. Because I noticed when me and Naphtali was talking, everybody was watching. Now everybody's running off the screen. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're going to do. Naphtali, if you want to have a dialogue with Faithful, you said to me, straight up, Garfield, I'll take him one-on-one if it's orderly, if it's in order, and I could do that for you right now. Pick a topic.
I know Faithful, he's a Latino brother, right? Whether he's black or white is irrelevant to me. I don't know why is that even relevant right now. It's about the information. It's always been about the information. That's all it's been about. So let's just deal with the information. You and Faithful, I got both of y'all on the screen. What y'all want to do? Faithful got one question for you. Prove that you're an Israelite. Your job now is to find a question, be like, hey, if I'm not an Israelite, who fits the bill of being an Israelite today? You got to come up with your own question, sis.
I have a
So
question. No, I have
all
one.
right, there you
I
go.
want,
Okay,
I
go
want.
ahead.
So you prove that I'm not an Israelite, and I prove that you're a Canaanite.
Wait a minute. How would you prove I'm a Canaanite if you don't even know what my ethnicity is?
You just told me you was a Latino. That's all I needed to know.
So Latino is not a, you'd realize that Latinos have various lines of descent. Not all Latinos come from a singular progenitor, just as not all African Americans come from a singular progenitor as a people group, as a population. The reason I'm asking what is your evidence of being an Israelite is because you're asserting that you're an Israelite. So I'd like to go over what you believe is your evidence first and foremost, starting with the Bible.
Okay. You asked me a question. You asked me, why do I asked you your background because you know my background.
Mhm.
You know that I am a black woman. So you know one thing that one thing is that I'm not a white Jew. You know that I'm not a white Jew. You know that I'm a black Jew. So it's different. It's a difference.
I don't know
in
if you're a Jew.
perspective. When I say that I'm an Israelite, that means that I'm saying that I'm a Jew. So if I say that I'm a Jew, you don't know what color I am, you're not gonna know how to come at me. You say black Hebrew Israelite. That's what you say because you know I'm black and you know I'm part of the black Hebrew Israelite. So the thing is that when I ask you what's your background, so I can know where you're coming from, so I can understand how to come to you. What's your worldview? I have to understand.
So hear me out for a second. So Naphtali, are you of the belief that the Israelites are a specific linear, unchanging morphology, or do you think that Israelites can look like a variety of different things?
I just want to know. I don't know why it's so hard to say.
But do you understand why I asked that question? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, I'm just asking for clarity. Do you understand why I'm asking the question if you think Israelite indicates a particular morphology and appearance?
Are you a white man or not, man?
I am Latino, and if you mean by white, why am I? What do you? Hold on, please.
Latino is not a race; it's an ethnicity.
Yes, it is an ethnicity
So
which
what's your
is
race?
made up of people.
culture.
Can you please hear me out for a second? It's an ethnicity that it is a ethnic designation that indicates people of various lines of descent. The thing is, if you were to ask me what my line of descent is, I couldn't tell you because now if I'm just going to go off of lookership like you seem to be going off of, then I would say I have dark-skinned men on my paternal side and a lot of dark-skinned males, like a line of male after male after male after male. So then the thing is, what would that make me in your worldview according to your lookership idea?
What's your name, Lex? Just tell us who you are so we can move on. I'm not being.
I already told you I'm Latino, but that's irrelevant to our discussion.
It's irrelevant to you, because you get to, every time I come on, everybody wants me to be.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. I am Puerto Rican on my paternal side.
Give me, but everybody else don't have to give me nothing, and I'm not going to.
No, I just answered your question.
I don't have any respect for you because you were so disrespectful to me on your channel.
Ma'am, the Bible teaches you the Bible teaches you to not return evil for evil. So if you assume that I was evil to you, I was not being evil to you. I felt that our conversation went similar to how it's going now, where I'm attempting to have a discourse with you. You're interrupting me after every 3 words. And then eventually it became volatile because after like 2 or 3 hours of talking to someone in that fashion, people are going to become like, wow, like this woman has no respect whatsoever. So here's the thing. Forget about what happened before. Let's have a conversation now. We can start with a clean slate at this moment. My only question regarding your idea of ethnicity.
I know that you like to be in charge.
Okay.
That's something that you like to do. And again, I have not received an apologies for the behavior that you displayed, and I don't know why you think that I'm
okay. I will grant you if you felt if you felt that I was somehow disrespecting you, I apologize to you.
Okay, sir, because I know that you ain't a brother of mine, so that's why I know that I'm gonna come at you the way that I'm supposed to come at you. So let's
Okay.
do it. So you a Canaanite, and I'm gonna treat you as such. We
Number
gonna
one,
do
your assumption is I've never claimed to be a Canaanite. That's
it.
not
You don't have
my
to be.
presupposition. If you're saying I'm a Canaanite,
No, that's what you are.
I've never claimed to be a Canaanite. That's a assumption on your end. So
That's
you
not
have
an
claimed to be
assumption.
an Israelite. So I would
That's
like
not
to know, what
an
is your
assumption.
evidence?
That's based off of the it's based off of the nation of table of nations. That,
The table of nation, the one that doesn't have Israel in it in Genesis 10.
the table of
You do
nations.
know that Israel is not in the table of nations in Genesis 10, right?
And what does that? And what does that do?
So what does that do is it tells us that we don't start with Genesis 10 when we're having this conversation,
Okay,
because
so
Israel came about much later in history. So then the question is, what is your evidence for being a physical descendant of
so
Jacob?
you say you're a Christian, right? So I gotta understand your background. So you say you're a Christian.
Mhm.
Do you believe that there are no Jews anymore? I mean, because I'm
No,
trying to
that's not my
understand.
view. That's definitely not
You
my
just
view.
don't think black people are the Jews. Is that what you're saying?
That's not my view either.
Oh my gosh! So what is your view? My goodness, this
So
is hard.
thank you.
I'm
Since
not in the
you
mood.
No, hear me out, Naphtali. So I appreciate you for asking me the question. So my view is twofold, and I'll explain. So I have the ecclesiastical view of believing that a person is truly a Jew if they have saving faith in the Messiah. If they don't believe in the Messiah, it doesn't matter if they descend from Jacob or not. They're as good as dead. They're Revelation 20:15. Now, if you're asking me who physical descendants of Jacob are, if we're just talking from a purely biological sense, I would say to you, I would submit that the very people that you reject, not all of them, that's not my view. I would say that a significant amount, but certainly not a majority, a significant amount of them are biologically
I'm
Jews.
confused. Okay, so do you believe that the Most High had a chosen people and that their job was to come and to be a light amongst the Gentiles, and they
I,
still
I
exist to this
certainly
day?
believe that. Yes, I believe that
So
the Lord,
who are those people?
those people would be the apostles, it would be the disciples of the New Testament who were the first believers who were Israelites that we see in the Bible. And we
So who
know
are
for a
they in
fact,
the real world?
please just hear
Who
me out.
are
Yes, please.
okay? That wasn't my question.
So, but
Okay,
no, I'm answering your question because you're seemingly asking me loaded questions that seem to presuppose your viewpoint rather than us dealing objectively with everything available.
It's not a loaded question. It's the fact that there is a group of people in the Bible, and I'm asking you, who are those people today? How is it a loaded question?
Okay, I just answered your question earlier. If we're talking about biological descendants of Jacob, many of those Jews that you reject, so I'll name them, like Sephardim, Ashkenazim, Mizrahi, Kaifeng, like those people, even yes, those people have a significant amount, not majority,
Okay,
but a
that's gonna be our
significant amount
argument.
who are biological descendants of
Let's
Jacob.
debate that right now. Let's debate that right now.
Well,
Who are the
before
people?
we debate that right now, I asked a question earlier. I will oblige you after we deal with what I asked you first, which is, what is your evidence of being an Israelite?
No, that's you. First of
We
all,
are going to deal with that topic, but I asked you
you're-
something first, so I think respectfully we should deal with that first.
okay, faithful. Okay, let me say this. So you believe that the people that are the Jews today are the people that are in the land today, correct?
I believe that we're going to have that discussion when you answer my question
Oh
about
my God.
what is your evidence of being an Israelite. I have no problem going into that topic, but I would like to
I'm
have the
just like,
discussion.
I'm trying to build with you. I just want to
I
know
know,
every
but
single
I
question. It
I
seems
just answered
so
your question.
hard. Why is it so hard?
Ma'am, I just answered your question. When you asked me who I think biological descendants of Jacob are, I told you that they would be among the very people that you reject as Jews, not in the majority, but certainly in the minority. I certainly believe that the minority within those groups are physical descendants of Jacob. That would include those Ashkenazis that you seemingly don't like for whatever reason.
I don't
But
have.
my question is about you. What is your evidence of proving you're an Israelite? After we go over your evidence, then we'll go over why I believe those people biologically descend from Jacob.
So, okay. So, do you think black people are ham?
What do you mean, black people?
Hold on. Stop.
Oh God.
Stop. Naphtali, the question on the table right now. Now I got to interrupt. I left y'all rock it out because I wanted to see how respectful he was going to be towards you. So, because I'll kick him out for you. But I want to see you answer that. You have to answer that question though. So the floor is yours. I'm gonna put the clock up. I'm gonna give you how much time? 7 minutes. 7 minutes for you to prove that you're an Israelite. We got to do that because we're going in circles. Come on, let's get it going. Let me get the clock going. Hold on one
So
second.
I'm going in circle because I have to answer his question.
No,
But
that's the first question. He's gonna answer your question. So your question, his question is the first one on the table. That's the first question. So the first question is, what's the first question, Faithful? Word it properly for her, please.
So my excuse me, my question is, biblically speaking, what is your evidence of being an Israelite?
That's easy.
hold,
I'm gonna start the clock
on.
now. I'm gonna start the clock right now. Ready?
Well, hold on. Hold on, just please, guys. My life, I have a life too. I'm so sorry, but I just got a quick phone call. Just 1 second.
All right, mute your mic. Mute your mic.
Yeah, let me 1 second.
In the meantime, I think we can talk to Shem, Brother Garfield. I don't know if you want to talk to Shem.
Shem is not here, but Yaven is here. Yaven, what's up? What's on your mind? Let me get 93 in here too. What's up, Yaven?
What's going on, Yvonne? I don't know if he can hear us. He might be away. Is Shem still here? I can't see because that
He's in the chat. He's in the chat.
Okay, he's in the chat. Got you.
20% off all products. Check out reviews. Star King for the absolute best body oils and whipped body butters. Tazarek and Lily's creation. Check him out. Check him out. Tazarek got me smelling good, man. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not even going front. I'm not even going front. He got this little roll-on thingy. I got like 3 girl numbers that night that came up to me and said, "Yo, what's that smell you got on?" I'm telling you, I'm not even joking. It's real talk.
Oh, this that anti-African, baby.
Oh,
Part 6, baby.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, 93. Let me take 93 out, man. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, 93. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Come on, man. Give my man a slide, man. Give my man a slide, man. And you know, Tazara gonna hold you down when you come to Harlem. He got your back, bro. You know he got your back when you're on 125th. Tazara stupid. Glad I could help. Yeah, man. The woman loved that one, man. That roll. And then I ordered some more, and he ain't bring that one. I don't know what's up with Tazara, man. Come on, man. You got to bring the right stuff, buddy. Come on, man. That stuff got the ladies coming in. Oh, man.
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
That's because Garfield passes out his number and $100 bills. He a sugar daddy. I'm done. I'm gonna head over to Brother Sanchez channel if y'all want to holler. Brother Shem, it's not that serious, bro. You nobody knows you. So stop acting like you some top dog. I was gonna give you the opportunity to come on here. I don't know what's up with you, man. But anyway,
I'm ready.
Go ahead, sis. So the question on the table, Faithful, is can she prove within the biblical text that she is an Israelite? Is that
what is her evidence? Right.
Okay.
What is my evidence?
All right.
So
Mute your mic, Faithful. Mute your mic. Let her respond. Hold on, sis. I gotta get the time. So I'm gonna do 7 minutes. Let her respond in 7 minutes because she's gonna bring out scriptures and all that stuff, right? Is 7 minutes good, or you want to do 5 minutes? 5 minutes.
You said how much?
All right, I'm gonna do 7 minutes. All right. Go ahead, sis. You could start.
Okay. So not only can we verify that we're the Jews, but we can.
Wait a minute, a 929 number called me. Could that be a shipper?
Yeah. Oh, he called me too. Oh,
what the hell, Garfield?
I didn't forgot who it was.
Mute Garfield.
Let me call that number back.
Oh, hold on. Let me mute my mic. Hold on. I forgot. I didn't answer either. Oh shoot.
He said, "Let me mute my mic." Why he not muting it?
Okay, is everything better now?
Yeah, I think
we gotta wait for him to come back. He's not even. I don't think he's timing it yet.
Okay, well let's just wait for Garfield. Okay.
Hey, Yavin, you there? Yavin, pal?
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay, I was just making sure, brother.
Cool.
Go on mute.
Okay.
Let me take these guys out of here. Go ahead, Faithful. I mean, Sister Naphtali. Go ahead.
Okay. So So, the one way that I mean, there's several ways that African Americans can prove that we are the actual Jews in the Bible. How we can prove that is by looking at geography, lineage, timeline, and the curses. Okay. And so, with that being said, we know that there is multiple ways of proving us not just being within the scriptures, because anybody can take the scriptures and anybody can put those, like the curses of Deuteronomy. There are people all around the world that are oppressed, that are going through life changes and life balances and slavery. So that's not the only reason why Black people say that we are yeah, the biblical Israelites. So we know that in Jeremiah 17:4, that it says, "And thou thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies." Now that's one thing that sets us apart, because there is nobody. The one thing that everybody has is a land, and the land is an inheritance, and then and that land also, it gives you your lineage. And Black people do not have a land. We do not, therefore do not have a heritage. So that means that we do fit that Jeremiah 17:4. That is something that no one else on this planet Earth can say, because everybody, like this, like the brother Faithful says, he's a Latino, which means he's from Latin America, which then he knows that he's Puerto Rican, which means he's from the land of Puerto Rico. So we know that he has a way to, and then he can go back to Latin. Like I said, each one of them have an ancestor that goes back to Rome. So the thing is that that's not a problem. So also it says that African Americans live in a land that they were strangers in and have become bondmen and bondwomen for 400 years. That was prophesied in Genesis. Genesis 15, it says the Amorites were going to, we know that we were enslaved in Egypt, but we was only enslaved in Egypt for 200 some odd years. So this other prophecy that was said in Genesis was that we were going to go into the land again for 400 years. What other people served for 400 years and as bondmen and bondwomen? Uh, no one. So we just approached that back in 1619 to 2019. We just hit that 400-year mark. So we know that Revelations 3:9 says those that say they are Jews, they are not. Meaning these Jews we see today are not the real Jews. That's what it says in Revelation 3:9. It says that also that we, again, we have the curses of Deuteronomy 28:68, and it says the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again on ships. We also fit that curse there. It's an explanation as to why Black people are in the state or condition that we are in as a race. The curses of Deuteronomy 28. No, not only do we fit that, but also with the land of Egypt, the land of Israel is located in Africa. And we see a lot of different African tribes that are coming back, as it was prophesied, to their lineage that was taken away from us. So we do have Israelites that are waking up. It was prophesied that that Judah was going to gather the nations together. Uh, so, like I said, we have the Dahomey tribe, the Igbo, the Solomonic dynasty, the Benin, the Ashanti. So we have all of that history that as well, just not staying within the Bible. We also have historical references to prove that we are uh, the, uh, the children of Israel. Also, the Bible. The Bible is a book that is preserving the history of a group of people that no longer have a history. It all makes sense. It all lines up well because everybody else can trace their lineage back uh, hundreds and thousands of years. Meanwhile, African Americans cannot trace their lineage back. It's the reason why the Most High preserved the word of Black people within that book. It also said in Zephaniah 2:1 that Black people are the least desired race of people. It says, "Gather yourself, O nation not desired." What is the nation that's not desired? Who are the people that are least desired? No nations like Black people. It's just a fact. And the thing is that we are the least desired. We're at the bottom. And the Most High said in Zephaniah 2:1 that he was going to gather the people together in the nation not desired. Who else fits that? No one else fits that. Okay, so we can bring that out. It says that God spoke, he said this, that his seed shall sojourn in the land, and they shall bring them into bondage and entreat them to evil again for 400 years. And again, I want Brother Faithful to bring out to me who else fits that. You know what I'm saying? The 400 years prophecy that we were going to be subjected to. Who else was going to fit the Jeremiah 17:4 with the heritage? The slave ships, which was ran by the Jews, ran by these people, these false Jews. They actually are the ones that funded the slave ships as well. Again, this prophecy is to be fulfilled, meaning Israelites are not in their land. The Most High would gather all of Israel and put them in their land in Ezekiel 11:17. So Ezekiel 11:17 says that he was going to gather them and put them in their land. So the people that are out there in the land already should not be in the land. Okay, so that's not going with scripture. Okay, so he says, therefore, thus said the Lord, I would gather you from the people and assemble you. Also, we are scattered all across the four corners of the earth. We are the word diaspora. African diaspora means disbursement of Jews, as the Most High has scattered us. We are all dispersed around the four corners of the earth. Who else is scattered unless they scattered themselves? That's another way that we understand that we are the people of the book. Again, like I was saying, so again, we were discontinued from our heritage. We no longer have a land, which is what your heritage is, because right now, if, like I said, if you're an American, you live in the land of America, and that's how you know you're an American, based off your land. Like I said, so we can also prove with the timeline. The timeline is 400 years of the curses.
20 seconds. 20 seconds, sis. 20 seconds.
And and so the thing is that, and also we can definitely see that this people who were the ones that put us into captivity were the Canaanites, and that's the people who we are speaking with today. So thank you. And that's all.
All right. To the people that support Naphtali and said, stop debating these people because of their spirit. I don't think I want you watching the channel, because if you want to teach, the sister is teaching. Let her teach wherever she wants to teach. And that's the bottom line, is what she's doing. All right. All right. Brother Faithful, come on in here, my Latino brother, because I'm over here today, man. Very good job, by the way, Naphtali. Very good job. Yes. 93, you're going to lose that money today. I'm telling you, losing that money. All right. So your time. Let me get your clock going, my brother. You ready?
Give me 1 second. Not yet. Let me do something. I'm pulling up my scriptures.
He ain't even ready to respond. Look at that. He can't handle that.
I know, man. I know it's so difficult, man. Everything she said, I don't know. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm messing around.
Naphtali got him. You got him. Oh man, that was the first round.
Right,
first round knockout. Oh man, that's all. I'm about to turn an Israelite right now just for GP. All right, tell me when you want me to start. As soon as you start,
count me down. Count me down.
All right.
All right. Can I go?
When you go, I start the clock.
All right, start me now. Go ahead. All right, so here's the problem with Naphtali's presuppositions. Number one, she made recourse to Jeremiah 17:4, and she doesn't recognize that if we look at the immediate context, obviously that's talking about the people of Judah who are about to go into the Babylonian captivity. She rightfully pointed out that it was the land that is in view, because the word heritage in the Old English of the King James indicated inheritance. You could see that by looking at the Hebrew underneath the translation. The relevant root word, which is used there in the Hebrew, is also used in Deuteronomy 21:23 in reference to the land, where it literally talks about the land being the inheritance. The fact of the matter is that when the people of Judah went into their captivity, they were in the land of their enemy, exactly how the Lord said would happen to them if they disobeyed, according to Deuteronomy 28. Now, she says that Deuteronomy 28 is the proof text. Here's the problem with her line of reasoning. If we read Deuteronomy 27, verses 1 through 3, we're going to see the following. Now Moses and the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep the whole commandment that I command you today. And on the day you cross over the Jordan to the land that the Lord is giving you, you shall set up large stones and plaster them with plaster. And you shall write on them all the words of this law when you cross over to enter the land that the Lord your God is giving you, a land flowing with milk and honey, as the Lord, the God of your fathers, has promised you. So now we know that the land is in view when we read Deuteronomy 28. That is going to be the context. The people are going to be given commandments to keep in the land. Blessings if they obey, curses if they disobey. Now, You can actually see some of this overlap in other vassal treaties amongst other ancient Near East societies. In the case of the Israelites, in this context, it is in reference to the land of Israel, the land of Canaan, which it was known as that time, which they were going to go in and take. Now, the fact of the matter is, when we begin reading, it says, and if you faithfully obey the voice of the Lord your God, being careful to do all his commandments that I command you today, the Lord will set you high above all the nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you if you obey the voice of the Lord your God. Blessed shall you be in the city. What city? Their city. Blessed shall you be in the field. What field? Their field. Blessed shall be the fruit of your womb, and the fruit of your ground, and the fruit of your cattle. Notice this is your cattle and not the cattle of your enemies. The increase of your herd and the young of your flock. Blessed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. So when we skip ahead and we read 11, it says, and the Lord will make you abound in prosperity in the fruit of your womb and in the fruit of your livestock and in the fruit of your ground within the land that the Lord swore to your fathers to give you. When we read from 15 onward, we're going to see the curses. It's a reversal of the blessings. And if these are taking place in the land, then it must logically follow that the curses must take place in the land, with the ultimate curse to be taken from the land. West and Central Africans were not taken from the land of Israel. Now look what it says here. But if you will not obey the voice of the Lord your God, or careful to do all his commandments and his statutes that I command you today, then all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you. Cursed shall you be in the city. What city? Their city. Cursed shall you be in the field. What field? Their field. Cursed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Notice it doesn't say the kneading bowl of your enemies. Cursed shall be the fruit of your womb and the fruit of your ground, the increase of your herds and the young of your flock. Notice already that we have the land in view. 21, the Lord will make the pestilence stick to you until he has consumed you off the land that you are entering to take possession of it. Again, the land continues to be in view. Let's look at some just more examples. In 52, what does it say? They shall besiege you in all your towns until your high and fortified walls in which you trusted come down throughout all your land. And they shall besiege you in all your towns throughout all your land, which the Lord your God has given you. That's talking about the land of Israel. Again, West and Central Africans were not taken from the land of Israel. They were taken off the west coast of Africa. So here's something else. She mentions Genesis 15, and specifically, she mentioned verse 13. Then the Lord said to Abram, know for certainty, your seed will be sojourners in a land that is not their own, and be servants there, and they shall be afflicted 400 years. Now, she said that the only people that this fit were African Americans. First of all, she doesn't understand that the transatlantic slave trade took place, if we're depending on what date. If she starts with 1619, it definitely wasn't 400 years. If we start from before that, you're still not going to get to the number that's being accounted for. And more importantly, it's going to show me that she doesn't understand there's a caveat here, because what she doesn't realize is that when she made recourse to the Israelites were not in Egypt 400 years, she's making recourse to Exodus 12 and 40 that says the sojourning of the children of Israel was in the land of Egypt 430 years in her King James. The Septuagint, which was based on older manuscripts, says it would be in the land of Egypt and Canaan. So this would be Abraham in view, because in Genesis 15:13, and his seed would include Isaac. And it literally says in Genesis 17 that Ishmael persecuted Isaac. So that would be the inclusion. When you start gleaning at what time Isaac would have been weaned, at 5 years old, within those ancient Near East cultures, and when you move forward to when the Israelites left Egypt, that is going to give you exactly 400 years. Naphtali didn't know that because she didn't even consider the Septuagint reading. More importantly, she said Latinos come from Romans. She didn't demonstrate that. First of all, she doesn't know that populations have various lines of descent, so that's just pure ignorance. And the fact of the matter is, she says, we're the only people that don't have a land. First of all, if you're going to go by that line of reasoning, you were born in North America. This is your land. So you cannot argue that you don't have a land if you're here in North America. And you come from West and Central Africans who have historically been in West and Central Africa for many years. And that was their land before there was an Israel. So what in the world are you talking about? And the other thing that I find fascinating is that she's asserting that she's an Israelite based on the curses, when, again, she doesn't fit the criteria by her own reasoning. And then she's trying to cast aspersions on me as if I've made an ethnicity claim, other than what she asked me what I was. The fact of the matter is, it could very well be the case that I could be an Israelite and she could be a non-Israelite. just using the arbitrariness of what she's
30
asserting.
seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
The fact of the matter is, Naphtali has not demonstrated that she's an Israelite. None of the verses that she made appeals to prove that. And we'll deal with the people that she rejects as Jews later to see if they fit it. And matter of fact, if we look at Deuteronomy 4:27, left few in number among the nations that wouldn't fit her people group or the people group she descends from, because they're in predominant numbers in West and Central Africa, the Caribbean, South America, and even over here. That's a cut.
Time. Oh man. You know what I'm gonna do? Let me ask everybody in the audience, man. Who won that round? Press 1 for Faithful, press 2 for Naphtali. Who won that round a while ago? Press 1 for Faithful, 2 for Naphtali. Yeah, Vandy, you're gonna vote 3 times already, bro? Come on, man. Ah, man. My money look like it's gone, man. What's your Cash App again, 93? Damn. 93, what's your Cash App, man? What's your Cash App, 93? Look like you won that round, bro.
93, Pimpin' and Mackin at
Damn.
TariqNasheed.com.
Yo, my man Shaka Amos in the building, man. Shaka Amos, peace and love to you, bro. If that's the real Shaka Amos. I don't know if that's the real Shaka Amos because it's lowercase. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the clock. What are you going to do? 2 more rounds of this, and then you go answer to her topic, right? Is that what's going to happen?
Absolutely.
All right. So Naphtali, sis, I want my $100, man. I'm gonna send a bill to your inbox. Don't let me lose my money, sis. Get him. Show him what Naphtali is made of, man. Show him.
Okay. First of all, hold on. I probably got more people against me than with me, but that's okay.
No, I think more people voted for you.
No, you didn't. What?
Yeah.
All the Hebrew Israelites vote. Well, not all the Hebrew Israelites. A lot of the Hebrew Israelites.
I don't even
which is
remember what my
expected.
number was.
Yeah.
I guess I thought it was.
Yeah, go ahead.
More
Send time.
twos than one, man. I'm telling you, you got this, sis. You got this. Stupies, you're a traitor. Voting for Faithful. You're a traitor. Let me see. Actually, it's about a tie. A lot of
So the next topic is my topic, correct?
Yeah, no, we're gonna do one more round.
I think you're lying about the numbers in the chat, Garfield.
All right. Yeah, I don't worry about that. I said it's a tie. What do you call it? Naphtali,
Okay.
one more round to answer him why you're a Jew, so you could respond to this. And then after that is your topic. So 7 more minutes, and then 7 more minutes from him, then he's gonna have to answer your question. Okay?
Okay, so I really hate to be this person, but
Right, so tell me when you
I
start the
really have I'm supposed to be going to I have a birthday, my baby birthday today, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Okay, so let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Happy birthday to your baby, by the way. Tell me when to start the clock.
Okay, so what he brought out was this. All right. He said that based off of the people, so we know now today that the people that he wants to say are the biblical Israelites, are the people that actually are the Zionist Jews, are the people that actually are ruling the world. How do they fit these curses? They disperse themselves. How do they fit? His argument needs to be more on not on if we're the Israelites, but basically that the people that he's saying that are the Israelites do not even support that the argument that I'm making today, because they do not fit the curses of Deuteronomy at all. At all. Again, we are oppressed by these people. Like I said, the Jews that brought us on the slave ships are the ones who put us on the slave ships, if you know what I'm saying. So the thing is that he's too broad in his statements. He's making claims that do not really affect Black people. He's talking about people in Central Africa and how they weren't on slave ships. But the thing is that not all Israel was going to go into captivity. It was only Judah and the Benjamites that were scattered to the 4 corners. So the thing is that were brought on slave ships. That prophecy was not based off solely on everybody. And we know that the remainder and the bulk of the Hebrews are located in Africa, which was Ephraim and all of them, and they were not said to have been scattered as he's trying to elude. So the thing is, we do know that our people were oppressed. He says that he was going to like for instance in Deuteronomy 28 in the curses, where it says that he was going to make us the head and then make us the tail. So we were the head and therefore we were going to become the tail. The Canaanites are the ones that are now the head because they said it was going to be a stranger within our land. So let me go ahead and prove that right now. So like I said, the Bible is depicted in Africa, and Israel is in Africa, and Negroes are the Africans. We are the so-called blacks have been dispersed again to the four winds or the four corners of the earth. As it was said, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all the people from one end to the earth, even unto the other. So right there is a prime example as to how we were going to be scattered. No other group of people. See, again, he's alluding to the fact he's going into scripture and he's trying to utilize the scripture and break it down and say, oh, well, that was Babylonian captivity. But the thing is, the Most High said these are the curses. So this is what's going to happen. This is the blueprint, meaning that this is what's going to happen all the time. So that doesn't necessarily mean that this was just one instance or one circumstance. This is just means that if you don't follow these laws, these statutes and commandments, this is what's going to happen to you. So it's not only going to happen in Babylonian captivity, like he said, if you he said that in Jeremiah 17:4 that he was going to discontinue us from our heritage. So right there, we know that every time we kindle a fire within his anger, he is going to do that. He is letting us know that he is going to continue to do these same curses. And we see that every time Israel goes off and do the every time we see Israel go into captivity, it's based off of them not following the Most High statute, laws, and commandments. So with that being said, we're going to see this happen multiple times, meaning we're going to see him remove our heritage. We're going to see him bring us on ships. So we're going to see that multiple times in the Bible. That does not take away the fact that it happened in that instance as he's trying to elude. That means that it's going to happen multiple times. So the thing is, again, the Israelites were brought into captivity on ships. Historically, African Americans are the only ones to have gone into captivity on slave ships multiple times for hundreds of years. And it says, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by their way of, and I speak unto thee. Again, we're the people that fit this narrative. He did not bring out not one group of people that fit this other than that. And that is my argument today. And we should not forget my argument is the fact that, okay, so if we do not fit the curses, then who does? And that's why I brought up the 400 years. He said it has not been 400 years. Well, according to what it says, the first slave ships landed was in 1619. And now we're here again for 400 years, which was in 2019. So with that logic, he still did not do anything to combat that, to disprove that. He's not disproving anything. The only thing he's doing is using weak arguments and straw mans to take away. He did not disprove it, and nor did he say these people are the ones that fit it. Because again, there is a group, if you are a Bible believer, then there's a group of people that fit these curses. And the thing is that if it's not us, then who? Because the problem is that he can't bring out anybody else because don't nobody else fits it. And that's why he's not going to bring it out, because he's not going to be able to find anyone. Again, like I said, when we talk about the 400 years that happened in Genesis 15, that was for us. That was when we was going to be brought in. That was we fit that curse. Deuteronomy 28:68, we fit all of those curses. It says you're going to become the head and then you're going to become the tail. So who is the tail right now? It's us. Who's the head? The Zionist Jews are the head. So for him to even say that they're not, they are worth more money alone than anybody in this doggone country. So the thing is that we know who the people are that became the head. So who were the ones that became the tail? Faithful has to bring that out in his argument, as well as the fact is that who it says you're going to become a stranger in the land. Again, who is that? Who were the ones that fit that? Again, we know that the Jews were not scattered. They had a small little Holocaust. I'm not going to downplay that. But the thing is that every nation on this planet has some form of struggle. We know that the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they bombed them during Pearl Harbor and all of that time. But the thing is that that does not, they got reparations. They were repaired. The same way with the Jews, they were repaired. Everybody gets repaired, but Black people, we have never received reparations. As a matter of fact, they're getting ready to give Latinos a form of they're fighting to give them reparations. Who don't get repaired? As the Bible says, that you will not be redeemed. Who has not been redeemed? Black people. We have had to fight all of this time for this man to come in. We actually fought for them in the civil rights movement for these Latinos and these Mexicans, and all of them.
30
And
seconds,
guess
30
what? Who has
seconds.
fought for Black people? Who has fought for African Americans? No one. So everything that he said is null and void because, again, he has not disproved that we are the Jews. He has not proved who is, and he has not disproved anything about us not following the belonging to the curse. The only thing he did was just say it was a difference in time. And the thing is that just because it happened at that time, if you go through the Bible, we see it occurring over and over that we go into captivity and we come out of captivity and we go. We went with the Arabs. We went with the Arabs. He talked about us in Africa. So we had the Arabian slave trade, and we also had the sub-Saharan slave trade. And we also have oppressive. We were being oppressed. We had Jim Crow. We had all these different things that happened to us. So for this man who has never had anything to his people at that magnitude recurring happen to him and his people to speak on our people, it's very laughable and it's very distasteful.
Time. Good job, Naphtali. Woo! I gotta give it to Sarnetta. Woo! She's cooking now. Oh man, faithful. I don't know, bro. You got 7.5 minutes, bro. I don't know how you gonna come back to that one.
Let me go ahead and start now. Let me get that.
She brought up the R word, bro. She brought up reparations. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's over.
Yeah, start my timer.
All right, let me know when you want me to start, bro.
All right, yeah, go ahead and start my timer.
Mute your mic, Naphtali. Mute your mic.
All right, so
ready?
Yep.
All right.
So here's the problem with everything that Naphtali just said. It is pure assertion. Number one, she said, oh, we fit all the curses. First of all, definitionally, that is her interpretation. And if we go by Deuteronomy 28, no, she doesn't. African Americans do not fit all the curses. If you read Deuteronomy 28:52, where it says they would be besieged within their towns, within the land that the Lord their God had given them, that was in reference to the land of Israel. West and Central Africans were not taken from the land of Israel. Furthermore, she continually asserts over and over, we're the only people that have gone into slavery on ships. She clearly doesn't know about the Barbary slave trade where white Christians went into slavery on ships. She says we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. If she's going to assert that that is the transatlantic slave trade, then she clearly doesn't know her history, because there were nations that were not involved in the transatlantic slave trade, like a large swath of the countries in Eastern Europe and many of the Asiatic countries, East Asiatic countries. Here's another thing. She had said it earlier and I didn't address it. She said that Israel is in Africa. No, Israel is located in the historical region of Asia known as West Asia, Western Asia today, which is unfortunately called the Middle East today. We have references from Josephus and against Appian, where he bears witness that that region was called Asia. We have witnesses from Manetho, who was an Egyptian. The Egyptians called the people from the Levant Asiatic. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Moreover, the idea that she thinks that only African Americans are the only people to go on slavery on ships leads me to believe that she has not read up on the history of the Romans, how they shipped many of their slaves, which were in the 25% range all throughout the various provinces in the Roman Empire, which would include different ethnicities. This would have included other people like Greeks, would have included even their own, not their own, pardon me, because they didn't do that to their own, but people who were not Roman citizens. The fact of the matter is that Naphtali doesn't know what she's talking about, point blank. Here's a fact of the matter. The very term slave comes from the Slav people. Those are not Israelites. The very term that she uses comes from a people that she would say are not Israelites. It's hilarious to hear her arguing this way. Furthermore, dealing with the scriptures, she says that this is reoccurring. Number one, when we look at Deuteronomy 28:68, she mentions that that happened to African Americans. No, it didn't. It says that they would be sent back into Egypt again with ships. They weren't over in the Americas, so that Egypt cannot be America. If she says that's a metaphor for bondage, she clearly doesn't know that in Exodus, when it says Egypt, the house of bondage, Egypt is being differentiated from bondage, meaning that Egypt and bondage are being used only synonymously insofar as the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt. But Egypt itself as a word does not mean bondage. They were in bondage in Egypt. Furthermore, when we read the text, when the phrase wehit makartem, that's Hebrew, when it's translated in her King James, because she's reliant on the King James, when it's rendered, you shall be sold to your enemies, that is an incorrect translation. First of all, wehit makartem is a reflexive verb in the hit pa'el stem, and it is indicating an action that the people are performing on themselves. You shall offer yourselves for sale. And then it goes on, as male and female slaves to your enemies, but there will be no buyer. West and Central Africans were sold and bought. Already that negates her own thesis about African Americans. She can't even demonstrate to you. She misuses the Bible. She's talking about we fit the curses, and the criteria of the Bible for being a child of God is to be in the blessing. That was the whole idea of blessings and curses. Curses if you disobey, blessings if you obey. In the old covenant, which in Jeremiah 31 through 32 says that he would make that new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, not according to the previous when it came to the new. Ironically enough, when we read Galatians chapter 3, verses 8 through 9, it says, and the scripture foreseeing that God would justify the Gentiles by faith, preached the gospel beforehand unto Abraham, saying, in you shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. So then those who are of faith are blessed, not cursed, blessed with Abraham, the man of faith. For all who rely on the works of the law are under a curse. For it is written, cursed be everyone who does not abide in all things written in the book of the law to do them. Now it is evident that no one is justified before God by the law, for the righteous shall live by faith. But the law is not of faith, rather the one who does them shall live by them. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law. According to Naphtali, she believes in Christ, but she still thinks that she's cursed. Therefore, she doesn't really believe in Christ. Therefore, she's already negated her own position. In matter of fact, she mentions Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, and she doesn't recognize that was talking about really real Jews. If we read Romans chapter 2, verses 17 to 29, where it says, thou art called a Jew, and maketh thy boast in God. Then it goes on to say, the name of God is blasphemed among the Gentiles through you. And then it goes on to say that if you break the law, your circumcision becomes uncircumcision. I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. And because their father is Satan, they do lie. Hence why we saw the Pharisees raising false witnesses against Jesus in the gospel accounts. That's the real understanding. Christ himself gives it in John 8:31 through 44. What makes someone a part of the true Israel is truly being in Christ, and it has to be the true Christ of Scripture, according to the New Testament, since she believes in the New Testament. But she's basing her understanding off of bad logic and reasoning from the Hebrew Israelites. And point blank period, she hasn't demonstrated she's an Israelite. Deuteronomy 28 is not talking about the west coast of Africa. She says, we constantly went into, it's a perpetual thing. So then my question to her is, when is she going to go back into slavery on ship according to her own reasoning if this is perpetual? But Paul said that Christ hath redeemed us from the curse of the law. So she can't have it both ways. She cannot say she believes in Christ and then say we're going to keep going through these things when African Americans believe in Jesus Christ in the 70% range, the majority. On the other hand, she doesn't fit Romans 11, where it says that the Jews would be in unbelief. You know who that actually lines up with perfectly? Those Jews that she rejects. Isn't that ironic? She also ignores Deuteronomy 4:27, few in number into the nations where the Lord would scatter you. Africans of the diaspora are not few in number, Naphtali. On the other hand, those Jews you reject are only 16 million in the whole world. There are 38 million African Americans in the United States.
30
That's
seconds.
a cut.
30 seconds.
So I'm going to end it like this. Naphtali has not demonstrated she's an Israelite. She bases her ideas on ignorance. She doesn't have any historical evidence to her claim, especially if we look at genetics, DNA, and we realize that African Americans, like all people groups, have various lines of descent. African Americans are dominantly E1B1A. West Africans are E1B1A dominantly. In Western Asia, they're dominantly J1, including those Arabs that she rejects. And the only E that's found in significant portions is E1B1B. That's a cut. Doesn't even come from the same line as E1. Pardon me. It's not. It's the brother line to E1B1A, but it's not E1B1A. That's a cut.
All right.
It's over.
All right. So I don't know if Naphtali want to do a third round of this, or you want to go to your question to him now.
I just want to just say, yeah, I want to rebuttal because a lot of stuff that he brought out was really, was a lie. Because first of all,
all right. So do you want me to put the clock on? How much time do you want?
yeah, let's do it.
How much time do you want? You want another 7 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Your call. All right. Hey, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Let me do it.
Who won that round? Was it Faithful? Press the number 1, or was it Naphtali? Press the number 2. I want my money, 93. Who won that round, family? Was it Faithful number 1, or was it Naphtali number 2? Hold on, let me put my vote in there right now. Number 2. I gotta put my number 2 for Naphtali. Get my vote in. Come on, number 2s. Khalil Sadiq, what's up, bro? Damn. He even voted 20 times.
Yeah, some of those people cheating because they know she got that work.
All right.
Only the Hebrews are trying to vote for her because that's how that goes down. But hey, it's all good.
Somebody said
Okay,
El
but people who are
Picano.
voting
Somebody
for
said,
you are people that don't even believe in the Bible, so they don't think that we the Jews. So it's already rigged. I don't even know why you even. They don't believe in the Bible at all. They don't even care. They definitely don't believe in Israelites being black,
I voted for you.
and they don't even believe you. Nah, it's
voted
all
for
right.
you. I
No,
voted for
I
you.
don't.
What are you
I don't
saying?
know. It's a lot of people that support. It's a lot of atheists that support Faithful. And the thing is that
Why would they support?
no, it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, they
No, it
ain't.
ain't.
93. They don't support this
They
guy.
hate this dude.
I voted for you.
they hate me more. How about that? They
No,
hate me
I
more
don't know about
because
that.
Hey,
They're
I'm cool with him, and I
it's
hate him more than I
obvious.
like you.
It's
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna
It's
start the time.
obvious.
Let's go.
No,
Let's go.
because I
Let's
just
go.
want
Let's
to
go.
talk
Let's
real
go.
quick.
Come
I
on,
just
let's
want to
go.
talk
Let's
real
go.
quick.
yeah. Let her talk. Let her talk just for a moment. Just for a moment. Let her
I
talk.
gotta go. I gotta move from here. That's why I want to start.
I know you gotta go. I gotta go too. But the thing is that I really wanted to do this right with him. So let me just go on. Let me just do it. Let's go. Put the 7 minutes up.
All right, ready?
All right.
Let's go.
Mhm.
All right,
No
go
doubt.
ahead, sister. Beat him, man. Come on. I need this.
All right. So he talks about these Jews that's in the land. They don't even believe in the Messiah. That's first. So how they gonna be blessed? Okay. Let's talk about these people that he said are, because apparently he wants to go against black people and the Jews that's in the land. So let's do it. These people are not Native Americans. Were not scattered to the. I mean, these Jews were not scattered to the four corners of the earth, and Native Americans are not scattered to the four corners of the earth either. Blessings and the curses. He said that Deuteronomy 28 talks about the blessings and the curses simultaneously. That's not true. That right there is a lie. And that's not correct at all. And then if I had time, I would pull it up. But the thing is, when you look at the curses, it says, if you do these things, you will be blessed. Meaning, if you do what I say and follow my commandments, you shall be blessed. If you don't follow my commandments, then you will be cursed. How are you getting blessings and curses at the same exact time? He says that we are not a remnant, but the thing is, they say black people only make up 13% of the population. How is that? How are we not a remnant? We are the people that are at the bottom in any country, at any place, and we're small in numbers because it's not our land. We were dispersed. So let's get that thing straight. And those people are all located in Europe. All right. So he said that they're only the smallest population in the earth. That's not true. They're all located in Europe. They're all Europeans. That's just facts. And the thing is these same people shared 90% of their DNA with the Canaanites. How is that ironic? How is that ironic? We know how Mashiach was described in the Bible. It says that he had feet of burnt brass. How does that equate to white people? How does that equate to them? That's my question. And he knows that, and they don't even worship him. They don't even follow his statutes, laws, and commandments. They don't even follow his laws. They don't even do as it was said to, just like a Christian. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to follow his laws. They don't have to follow his commandments. They worship in synagogues. They say that they're the synagogues of Satan. Who worship in synagogues? We don't. Black folks do not worship in synagogues. Only people that worship in synagogues are the people, the Ashkenazi Jews, where the Bible says we know who, those that say they are Jews and are not. The only people that says that they are Jews are these Ashkenazi Jews, and they are not, and they're the ones that are in the synagogues, and they're the ones that are said to have all this Kabbalah, all this stuff about worshiping being the Zionists and worshiping Satan and all that kind of stuff. He said we don't worship the Most High Christ. Black people are the number one people that worship Christ. What is he talking about with it? That's not true. So he also says that what else? Let me look at my notes. Blessings and curses, Ashkenazi Jews. So yes, keep going on these Ashkenazi Jews. Because again, like I said, it says that we are black. The people that are in the Bible are black. It's located in a black land where people that are black. Those people were converts. They were the Nethinim. They were the Nethinim, which were temple workers. When we look at what the Gibeonites and the Amorites, which are Canaanites, and we know that by DNA, that these people share 90% or more of their DNA with the Canaanites. This is genetically proven. These people are the Nephilim, which were in the temples that worked alongside of us, and they learned our ways. And that's proven in the Bible, and that's facts. Okay? So the thing is, for him to bring up these people are the biggest atheists, actually. Ashkenaz Jews are the biggest atheists in the world. They don't even believe that they're even Israelites. They believe that they're converts, and they are. They are the Khazar. So he says that I hate these people. It's not that I don't hate anyone. The fact that he wants to bring in hate is just a misnomer. That is not true to rely on emotion. It's all about what you can prove. And today, what I'm proving is the fact that he has not proven who the people are. He wants to disprove me so badly. But if you want to disprove me by proving the people that are who are the people in the land. And you have not applied how they're getting. You said you made up a lie and said they're getting blessings and curses simultaneously. That is the biggest lie. You're either going to be blessed, you're going to be the head. You can't be the head and the tail at the same exact time. That does not follow scripture. That's not facts there. So the thing is that right now we're living out what it says. Like I said, the 400 years. When did any Jewish person live out 400 years in any form of slavery? Never. When did they go into Egypt? They were not in Egypt. They would get burned up. It's not even genetically possible for them to stand in the sun. They would get sunburned. It's not possible. So the thing is that you're saying stuff that's impossible. It's not even you can't even see these people standing in the sun as slaves, working hard labor. We're the ones that we built the White House, so it makes sense for us to be the ones that have built the houses for the people of Egypt. And when he says Egypt is bondage and all that kind of stuff, that's what that means. But that's not a problem. The problem is that we were going to be brought back again on ships, and we were brought here to this land of America, which is the land of Amurka, which is the land of the Amorites, which is who are ruling this world today. And like I said, I wish I had slides and stuff to show that. But the thing is that like I said, the Canaanites are the ones who are these Jews. They share 90% of their DNA with these people, and they're the ones who he's claiming are the people of Israel. But how are the people of Israel share 90% of their DNA with the Canaanites? That right there lets you know that they are the Canaanites and they are not the Jews. Like I said, the Most High says that his feet were like brass, which is brown, which is a brownish color. Black, that's the color of the people. He had hair of wool, which is our hair, the woolly hair. So the thing is that you said with the land of the Amorites. Well, it says that in Genesis 15 that the Amorites were going to oppress us, and that's what it said in Genesis 15. It was prophesied, and like I said, the land of America is the land of Amorites. So the thing is that when you look at what he's saying, he has not proven who the Jews are. He has not showed us how the Jews that he claims fit the curses. He says that the way that I say that we fit the curses is not correct. But the thing is that he has not proven that they're the Jews at all, because these people worship. These people don't even worship the Messiah. So how are they going to be saved? And with that argument, that's it. So, like I said, how can people be saved when they don't even worship the Savior? And that's it right there.
All righty. Peace and love. Hey, Haven 3, chill out, man. Chill out. Chill out, bro. Chill out, man. Why y'all can't just be in the audience and be respectable to one another, man? Why everybody got to be one thing or the other? Come on, man. We got to be better as people, man.
Yeah, let me get that time, man.
Where's the Israelite proper way how to act? Come on, man. All right. Hey.
This is light work.
Great work, Naphtali. I hear the passion in your voice. The people ran out the chat. I don't know why they ran out the chat, but all right, let's say Faithful. Come on in, Faithful. Put that work in. Let's go.
Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I got to pull my scriptures. Not yet. Give me one moment. I want to have my stuff in order.
Naphtali cut you. You got to go fast.
Yeah, she got him stuttering, bro.
Oh, she got him stuttering over here.
Stuttering. Oh, man.
I think she got
oh, man.
She sound passionate. She sound like, emotional, not too emotional. She winning, man. She winning. Telling you, she
might be Ngozi coming in here too.
Ngozi come to start the craziness, right? Man, look at Ghost, man.
Salute. Right? Hey, peace, King.
You Sumerian. You ain't no damn African. You Sumerian, man.
Any genetic argument about Hebrews will die today if this dude stay on.
All right, Faithful, you ready?
Yes.
All right, mute your mic, Ngozi. Mute your mic. Let me let this brother finish up. He got 7 minutes. This sister beating him up, Ngozi. Oh man, you can't come in my inbox no more. All right, ready? Let's go. Go.
All right. Number one, Naphtali has no idea what she's talking about. Notice that she sounds defeated in the way that she gave her rebuttal. She basically made recourse to conspiracy and complaining, and she doesn't actually interact with any of the points. Rather, she misrepresents them. For example, I didn't say Deuteronomy 28 says there are blessings and the curses at the same time, like she said. I said Deuteronomy 28 says blessings if you obey, curses if you disobey. So when we go to Deuteronomy 28 and we look at that relevant chapter, look what it's going to say. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord will set thee high above all the nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. And when we read 15, if they disobey, look what they'll get. But if it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and the statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So what I said was that if the Israelites disobeyed, they would be cursed. If they were obedient, they were blessed. Naphtali only focuses in on the curses. And then she says that African Americans fit all the curses when clearly they don't fit Deuteronomy 28:36, Deuteronomy 28:21. They don't fit Deuteronomy 28. Heck, I mean, pretty much all, just virtually all the curses, because they're in the land, in your towns, besiege in your gates, within the land that the Lord your God has given you. She mistakes the word exile as meaning, oh, well, we went into this Arab and we went into this and we went into that. And you have people groups that also went into slavery. The Slav people went into slavery. The very term slave comes from the Slav people. Those are Eastern Europeans. That's not talking about your people group. And they were slaves. She says again and again, over and over, she tries to invent this idea that somehow she fits all the curses when no, she doesn't. Deuteronomy 28:52. I'm going to read this. I want Naphtali at any point in time to tell us when this happened to African Americans in the land of Israel, specifically African Americans, since she says African Americans fit this. And they shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trusted throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God has given thee. Already, she's lost because she cannot demonstrate that for African Americans. The immediate context posits that that happened to the people of Israel. And we don't see that happening to African Americans because African Americans are not from the land of Israel, because she has yet to demonstrate that. She merely asserts it. Talking about Jews being scattered and ending up in Africa, even East and West Africa, does nothing to prove her case. She bases her understanding of the Bible on lookership. Oh, the Israelites are black. And then she makes recourse to Revelation 1:14 and 15. Let me cut that too. When we look at the relevant word there in Revelation 1:15 that says feet like brass, the word there is halkolabano. Halkolabano is defined as a compound word. The first one is the word for fine brass. In this case, Thayer's identifies that like gold, golden colored, not dark brown, golden. And the last word, labanos, is the word for frankincense. It's the transliteration of the word for frankincense into the Greek. And frankincense is defined as yellow in the very same Thayer's. So it's amazing to me that the very word that she's making recourse to in the English translation at that works against her. Now, is that meaning that Christ was a Caucasian? No. What John is seeing is a supernatural vision of Jesus Christ when he saw him. And it says his feet were like that, as if they glow in a furnace. The relevant Greek word there is a verb that is indicating an ongoing, continuous burning within a furnace of metal, which gives off the brightness. And more importantly, the sort of metal that's being described is not even dark in color. It is amazing to me that she made recourse to that. And then she tried to say, we have woolly hair. And then it says that he had woolly hair. No, it says his hair was white, like white wool, like snow. The reason why we know this is if we look at the Greek, the relevant words there in the Greek indicate color, not texture. This is a common Israelite motif because you can see this in Isaiah 1:18, where it says, come, let us reason together. Though your sins be like red like crimson, they shall be white as snow. Though they be red like scarlet, they shall be as wool. Unless Naphtali thinks the sins become nappy, it's clear that she doesn't understand ancient Israelite motif language. We even see this in Psalm 147. The Most High makes his snow like wool in verse 16. Does that mean the snow becomes nappy or color is being conveyed? Notice snow and wool are continually used to indicate color. Making recourse to Daniel 7:9 is also going to cut her because it doesn't say that the hair of the Ancient of Days was woolly. It says like the pure wool, again indicating color, as we see with the common motif that was used by the Israelites, which was to call something white by using repetition of language. We see this in other parts of scripture. Something like this, red like this, black like this, black like this. It's amazing that she doesn't understand that this actually doesn't work in her favor. And more importantly, even if we were to somehow theoretically grant her that that's somehow talking about skin color, which it is in the morphological human sense, it would lead me to believe that she thinks that anybody who has dark skin is an Israelite. How foolish is that to even assume? That's based on lookership. That's not based on actual scholarship, and it's certainly not based on what we see in the text. She makes recourse to the Canaanites and the Israelites having Canaanite DNA, and she doesn't recognize
30 seconds.
that secular academia identifies the Israelites, the ancient Israelites, as Canaanites. She cut herself by even making recourse to that. And more importantly, she ignored Galatians 3, where it says that those who are in Christ are blessed, not cursed. And she ignores Romans 11, which says that the Jews would experience a partial hardening and they would be in disbelief until the fullness of the Gentiles comes in, which doesn't fit her and her people group because they believe in Christ in the 70% range, whereas those Jews reject Christ in the majority. That's a cut. It's over.
Damn. All right. That's round
No,
three.
so I just gotta say this because this man just sat there. This the people that y'all. Hold on, this the man that y'all rooting for. This man just got up here and said that our hair was nappy, which is a very derogatory word. And the thing is that I'm not going to make this about race, but it is. And that's
Come
and
on,
that's
man.
why
You gotta
I
stop
asked
that.
him.
You gotta stop.
No, because that was not.
Come on.
Okay. So if I get up there and I
You're being
said
petty. You're being super petty right now.
so this man, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
She's upset at her L, man. I
He's
know.
describing texture. So that's what he's describing as texture.
My unlearned friend, Naphtali, please, you gotta stop that.
Friend. Okay, sir. You know what, sir? Let me say this. First of all, when you win a brass medal, it's not gold. When someone runs in third place, the medal is not gold.
Can you parse the word halkolabano in the Greek since you know Greek? Can you parse it?
Look, when I'm telling you, when you get a brass
Wait, Garfield, can we
medal,
pull up halkolabano on my screen so she can parse it out in Revelation 1:15, please?
No. When you get a brass medal,
you know Greek, right? Because you disagree with the Greek of Revelation 1:15. You're disagreeing with the Greek.
Sir, listen to me.
Okay,
when you get a brass medal, what color is it?
So halkolabano is defined as a yellowish gold color because it is a compound word that ma'am, I'm giving you a reference. This is a scholarly reference. Thayer's Greek lexicon is a scholarly reference. Halkolabano is defined as being it's a compound word that you're not even listening.
Why do we need
Naphtali, you sis, on the real though. You just asked him a question 3 times, and every time he tried to answer, you cut him off.
Right.
Let him respond to Revelation 1:15. At least let him respond.
Yes. So if we actually pull it up, and I want you guys to look at this, okay? I'm gonna pull it up on my screen. Garfield, can I share my screen, please? Good sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. I want Naphtali to provide scholarly evidence, not assertions based on her own presuppositional viewpoint. So you guys can see my screen, correct?
Hold on. Yeah, they could see it right now.
Halkolabano, fine bronze, right? When we click on the definition, We're going to go down to the Thayer's Greek lexicon, right? So what does it say right here? Now, notice that it's a compound word. You can see it right up here, from Halkos and Libanos, right? When we actually go down and we look at the relevant thing here, what does it say here? A certain kind of yellow frankincense, but both the sense of the passage in Revelation and comparison of Daniel 10:6 and Ezekiel 1:7. Now, which seems to have been the writer's thought, compels us to understand some metal like gold, if not more precious, a metal composed of gold and silver. Naphtali, you cut yourself. So if you disagree, show us a scholarly reference that says contrary-wise. Thank you.
Okay,
right.
so you had to go into the Greek, and we always have to go into these scripts that are not based off of the Hebrew, okay? And the Hebrew that you have is only 1,000 years old, which is not the authentic Hebrew.
Man.
So with that being said, when, like I said, it's very, we see brass all the time, and it is a deep dark brown, and as if it was burned, not like burned up, like not like when it's burning, but like it was burned. When something is burning, it is dark, it is black. Okay, so it's charcoal black. When something is
Can you give us a scholarly reference, please?
Okay, so I want to give a scholarly reference because you said something about me.
No, about Halko Labano. Can you give us a scholarly reference of what you're saying? Can you provide a scholarly reference, please? Thank you. I would appreciate it.
There's no need to bring up a scholarly reference when we know.
So you're just giving us your opinion then?
You had your talk. I was told to be quiet.
Okay. All right, well.
When we see a gold, silver, and bronze metal, the bronze metal is not gold. Whether if it's made, you have to use all the metals to even get to iron. Not, and the thing is that when we see the metals, we know that gold is not the same as bronze. I don't care what the scholars said because we see it. We know that when you get a gold placed metal, that metal is gold.
So can you give us a scholarly reference to show us that Halko Labano is being used in the way that you're assuming? Can you please do us that favor? Something to back yourself up and not just giving us your assertions, but an actual verifiable source.
The thing is that I don't have a verifiable source because I don't talk about bronze, but I know when I know something is burnt, I know that it's black. Okay, it's when something is burnt, it is black.
But the passage didn't say burnt; it said burned, which is a continuous burning. That's why
burned. When something is burned, when you burning your food, what does it look like?
Naphtali, the relevant Greek there is a verb, and it's an ongoing action that's occurring.
Tense. No, it's past tense. It's an ed at the end.
But it actually, ma'am, the way that it's, ma'am, you don't know Greek.
You got a whole chance to show your screen and everything. You've been interrupted. It does not say burning in the furnace. It said it was burned in the furnace. And also, I just want to share my screen because I wanted to bring up the point about the Canaanite situation because this is where it all ties in.
Naphtali, when you look at the relevant, phrase
you're interrupting me. Garfield, tell him to be quiet because you told me to.
Oh, no, he's letting us have an open discussion at this point. We're having an open
discussion. Why did I have to be quiet then?
Hey, faithful. Let her talk because that's fair.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Okay,
because she's trying to move away from that point into something else. I want to deal with that point.
I'm supposed to have my time.
Listen, my game started in 2 minutes, so y'all get it right. I'm cutting this.
No, because the thing is,
Garfield told you to be quiet for his ass. So if he acting like that, we ain't fucking with
him. Who's that in the background?
No, bro, that's fair. That's fair. You are kind of cutting off at this point. Let it go, bro.
Thank you, 93, because you kicked him off the last time. You are cutting me off, and you know what?
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on, man. Go ahead.
Tell your husband he can debate. That we can debate.
I can knock your teeth out.
Come on, bro.
He's saying gonna knock my teeth out. That's funny.
Come on, bro.
That's hilarious. That's funny, man.
Oh man, hey Naphtali, go ahead and share your screen and show what you want to about it.
No, because my thing is that my husband was sitting. Hold on, excuse me, guys. My husband was standing there while this man was being disrespectful to me, and he didn't say nothing to this man. So the thing is that now he's trying. You told me to be quiet, and now when I start to talk,
Yes,
He gets to interrupt me.
Yeah,
He
Garfield,
got to
Garfield,
be
man.
quiet too.
Now
You're
you
right,
smart.
sis.
Now,
So can
now
you go
you
ahead and share the
smart.
screen about the Canaanites before this turns into something else that it don't need to turn into?
No, man.
Thank you.
Next time you tell that man to be quiet like you told my wife.
That's
Don't
fine.
hit
I
us
have no
up no
problem.
more.
Man,
Don't
this
hit us
dude
up
crazy.
no
That her husband crazy as her, man.
Now we taking it where we
Chill.
don't need to take it.
No, man. You told my wife to be quiet for that
That's
man.
fine. That's
So,
fine.
now,
Now
in
he's quiet.
return,
Oh,
you supposed to
man.
tell
Oh
him.
man.
Have a good day, man. Peace and love. I'm out, man.
Man,
I'm
get
out.
the fuck out of
Peace
here,
and love.
man.
I'm